Type in YouTube. Yeah, this is sick.
Getting girls never so no boys.
Dude, I learned. Oh yeah, all my personal stuff I watch. Yeah. This is so sick. And I muted the mic too, so and I can put the comment of the stream once I tune in. Like I'll say what game it is and be like,
although I think you're getting rid of the OBS. I think you're getting it.
Oh, you think so?
Well, I know that when you guys muted before, you can still hear background noise.
Oh, it's because the cam link one. Is that why? That audio's up.
Is it moving?
No.
I don't think.
Okay. So
But do you see any other mic? Because there's also the webcam.
no, and that's off even if.
So that's cool.
Okay.
I would just watch the
See the total. 356 people watched the lacrosse game, 454 on baseball, and then live stream right here. So the total, we're approaching 9,000 career views. That's crazy. All right, so no one's watching right now, so I'll say Forest Park.
Force is 2 hours.
I think it's one. Park at Field Baseball. And then today's the 14th?
Yeah.
Alright. And then type in here, be like, we are live, and like, we're in warm-ups. And be like, no audio because we are in warm-ups.
That's a big guy. How are we doing?
Forever, man.
Oh, hey, stay right there. That'll be a lineup.
Yeah.
What's happening with light?
Too much.
One person's watching.
No,
No worries about that air thing. It's all
One person's
that's for like backup goalie. Oh, I have to come in when things are.
no button to press, like, start or whatever.
No, like to the comment area.
Oh, no, there is, I press enter, and it just goes in automatically. So that'll pop up right here.
You don't have the force mark line up here. Yeah, they were on.
One person watching. Okay, 17 minutes roughly.
Do you want to throw up the Battlefield roster just so that?
Well, we don't know that we have the roster. We don't have the lineup yet. We gotta go get that. That's
Yeah,
I'm gonna run down and get that now.
Oh yeah, if you could grab one, that'd be great. We can run and go get fitness.
So,
Are you sticking around, Clay?
I'll probably take off before long, but I'll let you catch up.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, we'll be back.
How we doing? We've been helping these guys get the stream going.
oh, good.
Yeah, absolutely. I told Alicia mentioned the streaming stuff's coming, right? It's like, I've watched somebody from Jennifer, through a break process, watching some TVs across the field. This is inevitable. If people can just stream themselves playing video games, and people are willing to give them the, hey, if you want 1,000 people watching, fine, it's free.
Yes.
It's like, it makes perfect sense that the school would want to do that. Matters doing sports and stuff. If he wants to do a game, yeah, because I looked into all the OBS stuff, what it takes to put the graphics on. Sweet. Yeah, so I was actually in the press box down at Colby, and I was showing them all the guys here. Cool.
Very good.
Things been going with you?
Still low. Still trying to get back into
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm hanging in there, having fun.
You're not going to be with us tomorrow night. Will be. Yeah, it's steady.
No, because
It's because of this?
yes.
Oh, okay.
With it, and I got a text from Jay about 2:30. He said, "Oh, hey, did anybody tell you the games would change?" No. Okay.
It was funny because I was like, I don't know whether it was the baseball game or not, because he told me, because I said, hey, I've got something to help with the baseball stream. And if they move to Thursday, let me know. If it's Friday, you'll have to come by.
Right, it's not the same. Well, this is nice because it eliminates that conflict. So my intention was to go ahead and get this game started.
That was another great song here on Game Time.
Whoever's taking over.
Your athletes represent their team.
Get that game started.
Features and their school community. Happening for classes and individuals that make a good impression for their school. They support the student
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough thing. That's why I was saying it was like get somebody to use it. You need at least one guy to run the camera, maybe another guy to run the streaming board.
Yes, oh, yeah.
Because when you're talking, you have to engage with what's going on.
And see what's happening.
Yeah, so you have to watch.
And in fact, it worked out really well because a couple of times Matt was busy talking about something, and I said, hey, I was just saying, it's hard to see out of right field. Oh, and I'm done. He ran off that. And I give that a couple of things about the.
Well, no, it's actually really helpful, I think, because of that situation. Because your spotting, you're already seeing.
I'm not trying to announce the game or provide that constant.
You have two people. You have one calling the game, the other one adding as visuals.
That color in, yeah. So, all right. Well, is Jennifer excited about this?
So, field hockey's her. I mean, it's weird for her because she likes playing lacrosse.
Yeah.
But she's field hockey. She's the starter who played every minute of every game in his first team all region.
Yeah,
Field hockey, and yeah, she's like 30 years old. One of the girls, yeah, she's up there, my team, national team. So I was like, it's pretty cool to be on any all region team, right? So her and me. So
Just let me,
we should show them and play. I love that. So when it comes to lacrosse, she's much more of the, they're friends of hers. They come up through it. She and Jordan are really close. And that's good. So she likes to just kind of be part of the, it's part of what's going on. If the gator get the game, she's in the game. Jordan is a very different. They have different styles of how they play. Yeah. Jennifer plays. Goes to the ground a lot. Still not. Yeah. Eyes lacrosse goalies go to the ground.
okay.
Drives Jordan up the wall every time. That's not what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're talking to do. Yeah, she can't do it. And she's not as athletic as Jennifer is. She's okay because she's not. It's not that she's not athletic. She's just Jennifer's been going to the ground as a field hockey goalie.
Yes, it's a natural.
Ran a couple thousand times a season.
Yes.
And so it's just not a big deal.
It's not an issue for her.
It's instinctive. Yeah. Drop. And it's not for Jordan. And she's like, styles are styles.
Yeah.
She also likes to play the ball. She likes to move the ball. Which is different from Jordan. Jordan does very well with straight passing clears. Jennifer very much
Stay
like
right
to.
here in the crease.
Jennifer has to do what a lot of the college girls do, which is move up. That's what she's taught.
If the dig,
They can play you. And that'll open somebody up for you to
it will
throw.
cut down an opportunity for them to have a bad pass or keep getting intercepted or knocked down.
The home game was wild. We're down 3 early. We're down 3 for the first half.
Really?
Yeah, and we tied it right before the half. Right before the half, we tied it, and they scored like 10 seconds.
Okay.
And then in the second half, we ran it off up to about a 3-goal lead. It was funny because they settled out, and Colgan's like, okay, we're figuring you're still going to play. It's like 4 minutes left.
Right.
And they're just sitting in the corner playing catch.
Yeah.
It's like, if you guys aren't under pressure, you're going to have to come out.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so the one girl came out to pressure, and they're just running her back and forth between the two of them. And then so they finally brought a second one out, and of course that's not enough because they just bring a third girl over, and they're moving around. So they finally brought a third one in. That opened up Sophie for the goal for the first
Oh, you're not rubbing it in.
Well, I mean, that's the game, right? You have to play a full. You have to fulfill press. You have to, if you're down 3 with with 5 minutes
Why are
left,
you sitting
you
back?
can't be sitting back expecting you to run offense. You're going to take some chances.
All right. We'll see how it goes. I got to go down and get some nice
Cool.
little
No, go
podcast.
ahead.
Yes, sir.
Great to see you.
Yes, sir.
See you
Sure.
tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah. That time of year today.
Indeed. Yeah, it's the weather's catching up.
Yeah.
So I was talking about field hockey starts blazing hot, it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Lacrosse starts freezing cold, and it's a blazing hot.
Blazing hot. My mother's saying.
This weather. I said, hey, if this is winter, let's have some brothers.
So you guys good to go?
We are solid. Thanks again for stopping over. Getting this great stuff for us to
No
eat.
problem. Do a shot, see what comes up.
Yeah, we'll have
Get slow. It's all working.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Clay. Appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, not yet. Yeah. See you, Clyde. Thank you. All right.
Cool, all right then. Well, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Tune in if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. People love it. That's a capture play too. So.
True. You got Philly today. We get back on that Philly game. Got some for the kid.
I'll play it. I mean, it's one of those where you stole the game from the Jets. They get what's taken from the Jets. They outplayed them in that game.
They did. At least the last, or at least that stretch in the second. They did.
There's that one. There's 2 minutes where things got
2
really
minutes.
hands, yeah.
What?
So, but aside from that, they were. So, but then again, that's what happened in the Pittsburgh second half. They just pounded on the series.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's why. Look at Lightning not winning.
I don't think so.
It's not gonna happen.
It's the same thing every year.
Right,
I really
exactly. Right, absolutely. The best team in the league doesn't win a cup.
Yeah.
That's why I used to tweak a bunch of my friends who were in between work
Yeah.
and say, you won the postseason tournament.
Sure.
It's a postseason tournament. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. So they put your name on a pretty cup. That's
Right.
great. Yeah, people all want to do it. But,
Yeah.
but it's just the postseason tournament.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. It's pretty similar to most of you guys getting in there.
Yeah.
Kyle's getting Kyle. My history class.
Really?
Yeah. Look at him getting the lineup
Yeah,
correct.
he's funny. I always ask Jennifer if she knows this person or that person.
Yeah.
You know this person? This person? No.
It says we're still live anymore.
I know who they are. So, yeah.
Same thing. Alan.
Trevor Harris.
Something on a basketball player.
Do I know Trevor Harris?
I know that she knows a big classic.
Actually, like it pops up right away. So I'm gonna say this is the actual link to the like the literal live stream.
They're all
Probably change their
talking students. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna change in a second.
Yeah, once everybody after class goes there, it's like watching. Yeah. That's weird. What's that?
I'm gonna send this to Coach Burkhardt.
She's going up for the celebration. They even have a game that night. Doesn't look like they're going to. The game before spring break. She's like, first doesn't feel this. Can't play the second. So it's like, I gotta go to this thing. Yeah. I can't play or something.
That's the offer.
Yeah. Part of it. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I doubt that wasn't very happy.
No. I think that's the all right.
It doesn't cost anything for us.
Guess what?
Doing fine. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying
Yeah, so let's do like 15 minutes.
That sounds fulfilling.
Oh, because you have a dot
Quit.
before. You have a
Hit
dot.
Quit. Quit. Yeah. You don't need to open it back up.
Yeah.
Let's just minimize that to desktop.
Okay. How much? So Coach Burkhardt said it was
Like
Coach
15.
scheduled. They forgot to schedule a bus.
Ah.
So they had a bus. They had to frantically run around and try to with the transportation division of the county and say, "Hey, can we get a bus?" But they managed to get them a bus. And they don't know if they're stuck in traffic somewhere.
Oh, so we're gonna be a little late here, probably.
About 6:15.
They're supposed to get here or game time?
He's hoping the game time will be around 6:15.
Okay.
And they will get here within the next 5 to 10 minutes. And then they'll do an abbreviated warm-up, and that's the price they're going to have to pay. Did you take pictures?
Oh yeah, let's.
Okay, please.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Snag
All
that.
right. And so that's what they'll have to deal with here. Thank you, sir. Yeah. All right. Papa.
This is like 6:20.
People actually see that.
Yeah, right underneath it, you'll see it. So what time is it? It's 5:15. So about we need a 25-minute timer. That'll take us to game time. Probably more room over here, just because there's a lot more stuff.
It should be over.
Hello.
All right.
Stupid like spam calls. Like guys,
Again, welcome to Vintage, dude.
Hey, how's it looking? Why is it showing up on here?
It's because it's away.
Okay,
So it'll.
there you go. All right. So since we have battlefields, let's at least get a head start on that and write down their stuff on my sheet. No, I got all my stuff here.
Cool. I'll let you guys do it.
See ya.
I'll see you tomorrow. Look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And you still have the announcements?
Yeah.
And did the guys across Tuesday?
Uh-huh.
A lot of fun. Expected to be as fun as it was. Not that I think it was super fun, but it was. We had a blast up there, Colin. There's so many goals, like just a fun filled experience.
Such a high speed sport.
Yeah, it is. It was back and forth the whole way. It was the most fun. Then we pulled away in the end and came up with a win.
Ian Dingo's 4 goals.
Yeah, Logan cleared.
Player of the game. You should do the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star thing.
I can also get Dylan Carpenter to like make a quick thing. If I send him pictures, he could put together a thing like 3 stars in the game. I can post it out there. I'd have to give him a heads up.
How many people are already watching? And like the game.
And they can see. So if you pull it up on your, well, you have to picture the thing. Well, actually, let's use your phone. Do you want to write down the lineup on here?
Yeah. Give it a try.
Yeah, you can use it. It's actually right good.
I'm standing out there by the snack bar.
Yeah. We're gonna get some. So, update. Jordy Nelson has been released.
That's literally all I.
That'd be a cheap thing.
But he's got hands.
Yeah.
Jordy and AJ.
AJ McCarron just got released. Not AJ Green. AJ McCarron, the Raiders back. I know, but like AJ. Actually, let me try.
What's that?
The Patriots are signing former
Sir?
Redskin wide
Dude, look at
receiver
this.
Maurice Harris. Maurice Harris is going to the Patriots.
Alright, so we got
Brett,
this timer
watch,
here,
Watch this.
right?
Countdown to game time.
So watch this. So we can get this.
Diamond right there. It'll be in the way of the timer just because the timer won't be there for the game, but we'll be able to update on the side,
Where's the
runners on
timer?
base, and then you go up, count, it's count and outs. It's
So
up.
timer, like.
Oh yeah, like that. Yeah.
So I think count outs.
That's count outs. Oh,
Okay, so.
It's up, but you can't see it. Oh, that's annoying.
Okay, so we can get 1, 2, 3, right? So bases loaded. But let's say that there's 2 people on base.
Just press 2 and 3. That's all you gotta do.
And then let's say there's 2 balls.
You press
and
B and S.
Strike.
Oh, and
So-
outs is probably. Oh, right. We didn't test that.
Yeah.
Yep, outs. Okay.
And
We didn't have that
It
last.
shows up here, but there's a cloud right there, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Honestly, if we move it, we could put it right here. I'm thinking in the corner. So how do you move the? I think this looks better. If we nothing's gonna be happening here in the corner, so we put everything right here.
No, just keep the diamond.
You sure?
Yeah, because
Wait.
it looks better centered there.
But I think the outs should be there.
Yeah.
I think that looks fine.
See, so you got like 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That is so sick.
Wait, what? Sir.
What? No, you're not. You have to go over here. You have to click on that window. There you go. Now you go. Yeah, so that'll be the thing. So we'll leave it. We're gonna leave it like this. Probably the entire stream like this. All right. So now we got to write down their lineups. Do you want me to do that? No, we're fine. We have to wait for Hogan. So if they get here, I'll run down and get their lineup.
I have to go down and get their lineup anyway.
I can help you out if you need.
I have to go down and get the pronunciation of their play.
Okay. So yeah, if you. Oh right. So okay. Yep. I got you.
Support our student athletes, and please realize that judgment calls by officials, coaches, and players are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can show their support by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments or cheers. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Another great song is coming up here on Game Time. Show off that Bobcat pride here at Battlefield High. Listening to Game Time.
Reluctantly crouch at the starting line, anxious, pumping each time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Green and green, they are all lit up.
The bus is coming.
Hey. I might go down and get.
Yeah, I know they just brought the pizza out.
So
Perfect.
they have a designated.
Yep.
Do you want me to write the reserves? Right here. You want to take up 2 sheets on the side?
What did I do for the other game? What did I do? I didn't do research because they didn't. Chances of them using research are really big, so now you don't have to worry about it. And then we'll wait, and then we'll get Colgan's or Forest Park News read that, and then how many people? And we'll bounce around and see. We have 8 people right now. Let's clear.
8 people are watching at the game. Started. Dude, I can imagine people can't Topeka, Kansas, and just like on their freaking TV, like in their living room, just like, oh, it's gonna be a good game tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna watch minor league baseball. Where's that backup pitcher? That's not Peter.
Just testing. Carter's in the econ class.
Yeah.
And I was asking him about first base. This is the first time he's ever played.
You look pretty good.
And he said, like, yeah,
You should be
he loves it.
Yeah. You guys,
It's his favorite.
they want to get the other guys in. We have really good sophomores.
Oh, almost took out.
And if you have that's the girls' soccer team. Yeah, that's cool. Just work hard. I sent you the link. Send it out. Perfect.
I'm a guy. Over here. Hey, get out of here. Yeah. Brady! What's up, Brady?
Alright, Forest Park's walking right now.
Hey.
It's game time here on Download Sports Network. Matt is here joining you here in the booth now. Like behind the cameraman. As you notice our new setup, we got the bases here in the middle, and then you got some great 60 stuff on the other side.
Say it. You gotta change this picture. Oh, no.
Yeah, if you want to go, I would definitely sit down, probably. And even whenever he gets, yeah, you go down.
Did you slice this pizza?
You want to give me a hot dog too? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get you because our next. I don't know where the games are. Most likely, if the next baseball game's away, if it's during the week, probably won't go. We'll have to see where it is.
Always soccer.
Yeah, that's something we'll probably do that next. Get a girls soccer game too. Yeah, because I told Mr. Hilton, I was like, I'm just more comfortable with baseball. So yeah, but like, what if you want?
Oh, guess what? So today, in 4th period class, we went to game.
Yeah.
And they had a pass. And it says to go to the yearbook program to get interviewed with tennis. I was like, what?
You're on the tennis team?
I was on the softball team. Then I go over there. She's like, where's tennis? The teacher was like, where's tennis? She goes like, over here. So I went over there. She's like, so how do you think the team's going to do this year? I was like, I'm not even on tennis. She's like, you're not even on tennis? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, bye. I was like, what the fuck? That's awesome. I was so cute.
get settled.
Settled.
Right.
Half the team is in bed.
Are you doing the girls lacrosse game tomorrow?
I am.
We're debating getting out there for that one. I think we might.
Okay.
I'll talk with Alec and see.
Yeah, as long as we're in the crossbar.
Right. Alec, don't scare me with this shit.
This so
We work too hard.
go like this. Harder would be a good first baseball.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Can't wait. Love this part of the job. Let's see how many people. I'm gonna say 11. Wait, it says there's an error though. Let's see. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. We've been going for 30 minutes, so I understand.
So Riley Johnson's going to ECU.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I said 6:20, so it's fine. I thought I was gonna have to get up back on the stream and say that we're almost ready to go, but I said that we're starting at 6:20. I bet Cole's in the pen right now.
How did you meet Clay?
Mr. Coke emailed me, he's the AD, and Clay's daughter, Jen Richardson, she's the lacrosse goalie, and he does a lot of their film stuff. And basically, so Clay would want to help. And I was like, sure.
Here's their lineup.
Alright. Here, I'll take that and snag a picture of it.
And, two names, Vice, Y-S-S-E, it's pronounced Vice.
Ice.
Vice, V-I-S. And then this gentleman's name is Dumoulin.
Okay. Looks like a hockey name that I know. So.
Yeah. Are you going to be running this today?
No, I was just gonna do
Okay, sure.
yeah, so when they
Sounds good.
Here's this.
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Thank you.
thank you. I'll write it down real quick.
only be one fry.
That guy's a party. Right? Yeah.
Oh, I know. I see his Instagram all the time.
Yeah. That kid is crazy. He's either working out or this is nice. Cracking kids lost in the dance or cracking a cold.
Nice.
What's game time?
Something to watch.
6:20.
Ish.
Ish.
I'm still stretching out their arms. So.
Surprising, right?
Sounds great.
And I'll know about you. Alright, well, minus.
Us.
6 people. You guys sing.
Just a tad. I don't remember this song. Oh, I did not like that song.
Yeah, neither. Dude, last night I was getting in my feels because I was going all the way back to freshman year. I was like,
Right, hanging out this time.
You know what? I have an obligation to be in the den. I mean, not the den, but the dugout. Yeah. Really sorry.
Yeah, well, we have to get there somehow.
yeah, the boys gotta get their water somehow.
Someone's got to pick up the bat for the bat. Put the helmet on.
Pick up their sunflower seeds.
Yeah, but that's the first time I went there.
I know.
We're 2 minutes. Dude, we should try and set up a ceremonial for a pick. Like, that'd be so funny.
Brady Burke after.
Like, the state championship, you're playing at, like, Nash Park or something. And they're and like all the crowds are like, it's so bad. Like, perfect. Brady Burke. That'd be so fun.
And like, there's another random Wittenberg out here. State champ.
Technology Fry, the camera. This wind's gonna slow down. It's not. It's just for the back. Because it's pushing out that way. So once we shut this, we can shut the door down. Whoever has to go out. But that's what's making it feel so much. What is? 8 viewers. I'm gonna get on the air and just tell them that the game's gonna get going soon. All right, fans. Matt Venezia joining you here in the booth for some Battlefield baseball here with Battlefield Sports Network. As it's now been live for almost 40 minutes, Forest Park having some transportation issues as this game was originally scheduled for tomorrow. Expected rain and weather forced the Bobcats to schedule a way to get the game played tonight so it could get in without a delay or cancellation. And Forest Park able to get that done, except they forgot to schedule transportation here to Battlefield. So they didn't have a bus, and they had to figure out a way to get over here to Battlefield. It's quite a drive. It's about 45 minutes over there to Forest Park in that deeper wooded Manassas area. So they're here now. As you saw on the left side of your screen, they're just finishing up throwing. We just want to give you a quick update here before we get things going. It'll still probably be another 5 to 10 minutes before the game gets underway. So just a quick update there. And one thing we did want to point out that I'm sure you guys have already taken notice of, between the Varsity Baseball and the BHS Sportsnet Twitter handle, you see the base paths. So we added that. You'll be able to see exactly where the base runners are in tonight's game. And then above the Battlefield Sports Network Twitter page, you see the pitch count with the total outs. So you'll basically be watching a fully broadcasted baseball game. I know our last stream, all we had was the scoreboard and the innings. But tonight you're going to be fully updated no matter when you join this game, and we are working to get that fixed and situated. We got it done, so we're really excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. Send the link out, encourage people to join with us here on this Thursday. It's a little windy, wind blowing out, so the ball's going to have some carry to it. Some fly balls might actually have some pickup to get over the fence, so we'll see what happens tonight in the game as we go on. But the Bobcats and the Bruins set to square off in about 10 minutes. We'll be back in just a second here on Battlefield Sports Network. Easy day. No, Alec, we could put it on the TV somehow, with a double HDMI plug. We could hook it up here and people to watch. I feel like that'd be so fun.
Their shoulder. Look at the Preds.
We have lights. It's not like that tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. also annoyed watching this game.
People are watching.
8.
You know, started.
Alright. Alright, and we're back, fans, here in the booth. Matt Venezia joining here for some Battlefield baseball. As you see, Forest Park coming in late. They're getting their quick infield in before we get this one going. So we're going to break down the pitching matchup for tonight. Forest Park setting out Dominic Proctor on the hill. We don't know much on his line score, but we do know that this season already, this is the third game of the year for the Bruins, who are 1-1 up to this point in the season, but they took a heavy opening day loss, 16-1. It was not a great game, obviously, for them, but they bounced back with a win yesterday as a back-to-back here for the Bruins, as it normally would have had a day of break with the rescheduling of Friday's game to now, not helping the Bruins out. So they're already deep in their rotation with their arms, as you can imagine. With a 16-1 loss, you go through a lot of guys on the hill. So we'll see what Battlefield can do with that. And on the Bobcats side, Cole Sneed getting the start for Battlefield. A JV member with the Bobcats freshman and sophomore year, getting the call to start in the second varsity game of the season and his first career varsity appearance. So obviously Coach Burkhart trusting him enough to take the duties. That's a big call. And we talked to Cole before the game, and he said he's really excited for the opportunity. He's just going to play his game. So that's all we can ask for on the hill. The Bobcats coming off that 5-4 win where they held on in the end. Colby Vollmer, a 2-inning save off of Zach Agnos' 4 1/3 inning, 6 strikeout opening day start. The Bobcats held on there against the Sharks in what we hope tonight's action will not be that close, but only time will tell as this one goes on. So as you see, they're almost done with their infield. We'll get back right after the national anthem here on Battlefield Sports Network. Matt Venezia bringing you Battlefield Baseball.
Couldn't you just click that too?
Yeah, but when we stop the audio, so it screwed this up, so I'm just turning it all off, which essentially does the same thing, but I guess this just cuts it off. I just want to play the same. But yeah, no, the wind's not, because the wind's pushing past us, we'll be okay. But if it was at us, that would suck. So bad. Yeah, you can tell they're catching. It's not going to be great tonight. Yeah, let's scout a little bit. That's first baseman.
First baseman is
That's a great throw from the outfield. Who's their right? One hopped it on a 10-foot pass. Their right fielders. Their right. James Dumoulin. That kid. We're gonna watch him. That's a perfect throw.
Wait, what center field? The last two teams are their center field.
that Riley Johnson kid.
You know what
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Good junior.
Oh, Zach Agnes too is sophomore.
Yeah. That can be.
As a pitcher,
Oh my god, they can't hit it. The poor catcher's gonna tear an ACL, having to spaz out to make a catch. Finally, second baseman.
he had his hand up there.
Yeah. Oh my god. Coach is like, God damn, why are we gonna play this guy right here? Let's see a throw. Overthrow. Oh, you gotta throw a changeup into the catcher? That thing like had so much loft on it. There you go. Coach Jay is like, these guys, what? This is disrespect to our team having to play these guys.
He dropped it again.
He feels it perfectly. He just can't pick it up.
But the coach just lines it and hits the coach standing on the side.
He almost dropped it again. He went like that. He had it in the air and went.
Oh no, he lost it. Oh, you never pick up a ball that you misfield with your glove. That's a path to error.
Maybe he's trying to do it now. He seems loose.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the idea that The boys are running in the outfield though. You don't want to pull anything during this break.
It's a little warm outside. Fingertips.
Do the guys wear their jerseys to school on game day?
Yeah.
Did they do that today?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Particles.
It's like another building. It's just want to play some baseball. So the Matt Jones guy, the president of the Boosters Club, the meeting I had with him, like the camera system they're installing in the gym that like moves automatically, you know, have a cameraman that they're putting out there on that field and in the gym. It's a $40,000 system, and we've got to go for it. He's like, what? Like, and he's like, it's just part of the business. I was like, okay. And then what happened? Oh, I was like, so then if we got one, like, are we gonna get one for baseball and stuff? He's like, yeah, like once we see how this works and gets solved, we'll get one for next season for baseball and softball. And I was like, I recommend if we get two, we put one up here, like over the home, and then like an actual broadcast out in the center field. You get a really good zoom in on the camera. He's like, yeah, we'll look into that.
Are they gonna build like a little box in there that you can go and report?
Well, yeah, like, well, they usually have it where there's like a ladder and then there's like a hole in the fence and like someone sticks a camera through there. So then, like on the hit, when someone makes contact, then you switch to the overhead camera and see the actual play happening.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. All right, so you're good to kind of reach around. We're not gonna hold it on this screen. We'll hold it here, and then I'll get this up, and we'll get not this up.
Remember one time Reagan versus Bull Run played here. And
Yeah.
Brady Sedgman and I rode our bikes every day to watch the game.
Really?
In order to watch Dylan Enox play.
Oh, Dylan.
That was a mistake because all he did was pinch run.
Yeah.
He didn't even play us.
That's true. All right, so I'm gonna get on here real quick. All right, fans, we're back here on the network. As Forest Park is finishing up their infield routine, as you saw in the right field, the Bobcats looking to avoid injury and sprint. You know, it's a good, smart tactic there by Coach Burkhardt, keeping the guys ready and loose before we get after this delay. As we thought action would pick up right around 6:20, it's at 6:32. As you see Coach Burkhardt re-raking the field, and you know, just getting everyone ready. At least just the home area. Maybe they run through it one more time over in the infield, but the key is to just get this thing going. I doubt it. So let's see. Now we see Forest Park. What are they doing in left? As now we're getting the batters boxes squared away, and they're just huddling up, it looks like. And then the Bobcats getting the bases out there. You see the Bobcats rocking the white jerseys with the black and purple stripes, the alternates. We got a chance to catch up with Coach Thompson. He said these are his favorite jerseys to wear. So let's see what the Bobcats can do with that, as this is their first time we've seen them in those alternate three-colored jerseys. Should be fun to see them rock those tonight here on a pretty beautiful day. The whole day has been nice. A little bit of wind coming from home out to the outfield. So as we said, the ball could have a little bit of carry on it. We'll see how the outfielders handle that. But the ball is going to carry, and it's going to go far tonight, as you see the American flag a little bit left of dead center blowing out to those trees in the mountains beyond us. So we'll see how that impacts the game, as the Bobcats, Cole Sneed, getting ready to square off for his first varsity appearance on the hill. And we're excited. Should be a great one. And we'll pick up action in just a bit as the teams are getting ready to get the lineups rolling through here on Battlefield Sports Network. And you got an hour delay. You got to keep the fans up to this. Hey, you guys want to keep it down? The fuck? It's all the whole team's there. So, guys, we got to keep it down. Oh my god, they're actually freaking. Okay, they're running because. Jeez, it's a school night. I got to do math homework. What are we doing?
It's part of the job. I gotta change the background.
How many people? Got 10.
Look at the background of my keyboard.
Oh, people can. Yeah, people can. Yeah, you gotta change that.
Did I need you to have one?
Making people hear. I'm turning all the audio down. I think they can hear us. My uncle was like, "Yeah, they can hear you." But it's off, so it's this mic.
Had to change my wall.
Got 3 inches. Just get rid of
How
it.
many clothes I have to burn?
Not that shirt at least.
Dude, this shit.
Shirt you're framing.
We're like, the math just sucks so bad. So we're gonna remove your application.
It's like looking at it now, there's just no way you can recover from that.
If you get like a 2.5 to be removed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so bad. Like, that is
I'm
awful.
chilling.
That's so bad.
I'm chilling. I could literally keep my grade in class.
You're literally like still chilling, like, and you have like a 2.6. Or like last quarter you have a 2.4 and you're trying to get it up. It's like Miss Connor's like, nope, I won't do it because you don't understand. Like, I can't go to college. She's like, I don't care.
I don't think I would ever talk to her.
Dude, that was so rude. Like that, the kid had an 89, she wouldn't bump it, or the 79, it wouldn't bump it too.
I know. That's just torture.
Should I tell them to watch the live stream? To put the earbuds in so they can hear this. I interviewed them yesterday. I went there.
Email Miss Connor. Hey,
She won't freaking watch. She's too busy doing something else, grading tests or something. Why isn't this game starting, bro?
I remember one time when
8 people. Oh my gosh, people are bored though.
earlier this year, she was like, I woke up at 3:30 this morning. Like, why was Connor? I don't know. Okay. Dude, no one will ever beat Don though.
Dawn was such a chill sub. He was like, "What's up, guys?" And then I was like, he was like, "Do you feel confident?" And I was like, "No, but I never feel confident." It was so funny. He was like, "Okay."
Call me Don? What? My name's Don. Call me Don. Okay,
That was
Don.
the funniest math class, I swear.
Especially since Tiago was like, he was legit like turning his whole body around.
I know. I was like, "Yeah, I got what are you doing?" And then freaking I had to look on Benny. I was like, "That's risky business." Do you think you can hit him with a Battlefield Sports Network announcement during this break?
I will. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Do you do the announcement and then I play the music, or?
What you're playing the music for them to come out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start when I announce their names.
Okay.
That's when they'll be running out to the field, and then just go ahead and play in the background.
All right.
I think that's cool.
What's the volume?
Yeah, this should be fun. Hey, we'll find out. They'll be on hot standby. Turn it out. We'll switch it. We'll see what happens.
Battlefield fans, if you're interested in keeping up with all things Battlefield Sports, check out the Battlefield Sports Network on Twitter at BHS Sportsnet, live streams, and weekly Battlefield Sports updates. Fans, the concession stand is open with cheese and pepperoni pizza, freshly grilled hot dogs, fresh hot popcorn, other delicious treats, and ice cold
I have
drinks
all the
available
ideas.
for
I
purchase.
have to do like 5 hours with actually National Honor Society, like sign up for an event that they're doing. But I'm doing mini thoughts, so I can just do something about it.
Yeah. I think you can double dip if you're doing just
Yeah.
That's
Alright, we're gonna get back on the air so we don't bore these people. Alright, fans, we're back. Apologize for this really long delay. You know, it's taken a little while to get game time going as we thought. The game was scheduled for 6. We thought it would pick up by 6:20, and now nearing the 7 o'clock hour. Nearing an hour delay here is the teams are still getting things situated. As you see, the two head coaches getting things squared away. But as we look ahead and forward to this matchup, should be an interesting one. The Bobcats' top 3 of the order really got it done in the win 5-4 to Colgan in the opener with Craig Miles leading it off. He was 2 for 3 with a single and a double to his effort, so Bobcats are definitely going to lean on him in the leadoff spot. And then Zach Agnos doing most of the heavy lifting on the mound he pitched in that opener, but also on the other side of the plate. Zach was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, with an RBI single in the first and an 2-run double in the third. So really, those two right there are getting it done. And then you look at Carter Cunningham in the third spot. He's playing first like he did the other night. He had an RBI triple on one of the weirdest plays you'll ever see. The right fielder lost it in the lights or in the sun, but he didn't know where it was, and he was a good 20 to 30 feet away from the ball when he finally realized where it was. And Carter, not the fastest guy around, but he was able to make it a third. So had another quicker guy been at the plate, it could have been inside the park home run. It would have been a disaster for Colgan, who was down 5-1 at one point, and then
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Battlefield High
mounted
School
back to lose by 1. So
varsity baseball
here's the
game between the
announcements for
Bruins
tonight's
of
games. We're
Park
getting
High
ready to
School and
roll.
Gold. Battlefield Bobcats. Let's meet the starting lineup and roster for the visiting Forest Park Bruins. Leading off and pitching, the number 12, Dominic Proctor. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 2, Griffin Boone. Tonight's designated hitter for the Bruins, batting third, number 13, Nick Davis. Batting fourth, playing first, number 16, Chase Stoltman. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 15, Todd Dearborn. Batting sixth and catching, number 6, Andrew Fry. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 8, Dylan Carrillo. Batting eighth, playing third, number 20, Sam Bice. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 18, James Dumoulin. And playing second base tonight, number 7, Saman Harrell. The rest of the Bruin lineup, number 3, Ben Moore, number 5, Aiden Monroe, number 9, Nathan Williams, number 10, Joey Enriquez, and number 11, Ben Bourbon. The Bruins are coached by Steve Bernard, assisted by Vern Miller and Robbie Miller. And now, the starting lineup for your Battlefield Bobcats. Leading off and playing center field, number 10, Craig Miles. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 14, Zach Agnos. Batting third, playing first base, number 15, Carter Cunningham. Batting fourth and catching, number 3, Peter Benavides. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 8, Jacob Lawler. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 11, Jamie Garrison. Tonight's designated hitter for the Bobcats. Remember, batting seventh, number 24, Kyle Burrell. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 20, Joe Christopher. Batting ninth, playing second base, number 4, Jackson Baird. Pitching tonight for the Bobcats, number 12, Cole Sneed. The rest of the Bobcat lineup, number 23, Trevor Harris, number 13, Jason McGuire, number 9, Bolden Bowles, number 1, Tyler Bruce, number 22, John Anderson, number 6, Adam Lee, number 5, Matt Cassell, number 2, Chris Kamika. The Bobcats are coached by Xavier Park, assisted by Bill Thompson and John Penn. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
No, he's right. I just did. It had a minor tilt.
technical difficulties here.
Hold. No, for that. Hold on. Go ahead. Get back. Get back.
It's off.
Yes.
And we're live.
Technical difficulty. I should have checked with you from time before. It goes back to the Now we know.
All right, fans, the wait is over. It's been a long delay with transportation issues from Forest Park, but we got them situated as I'm more than excited to bring you Battlefield Baseball here, the second game of the season. The Bobcats coming off a 5-4 win against Colgan in the season opener. They're ready to square off against Forest Park, who sits 1-1 on the year. I'm Matt Venezia here with you in the booth. Alec Fry, our cameraman tonight. We're ready to roll. We're ready to, we've been waiting on this day for a while to get this baseball game going. And I'm telling you, days outside the booth, you miss the booth environment. We're back. It's an exciting time. And let's just get ready to roll. We're going to quickly get ready as Cole Snead takes a hill for the Bobcats, his first varsity appearance of his career, as we'll see what he does tonight. As it looks like he slipped actually there on the hill. He's going to make sure that's all situated away. But as we're going to get a quick chance to see him in warm-ups, and then we are going to be good to go.
Second? Yes, sir. No, number 12. Oh, he is number 8. Okay. I should have bugged your dad about that.
So we're going to get the scoreboard ready and get the warm-ups out of the way here.
Oh. 15.
As you see Snead warming up, as we fix the scoreboard, the Forest Park Bruins on your right-hand side of the scoreboard, and the Battlefield Bobcats, the home team here, on the left. So we are just seeing Cole warm up right now as Peter Benvenides behind the plate taking care of the duties to be the field general tonight. As you look in your infield, Jacob Lawler at third base, Zach Agnos on the hill in the season opener. He's at short for Battlefield, and then we see at second base Jackson Baird, who started at short actually with Zach on the hill. So Jackson moves over to second. Carter Cunningham back at first base. And then you take a look at the outfield for Battlefield. Joe Christopher making his first varsity appearance of his career. He's starting in left. Craig Miles back in center as he was there the other night. And Jamie Garrison back in right for Battlefield. So for the most part, a few switches, but a pretty routine exact lineup for Battlefield. So let's meet the starting lineup, or at least the top three, to kick off the inning for the Bruins. Leading off, it's a pitcher, Dominic Proctor, as he's getting up there, stepping in. Griffin Boone will back him up, the shortstop. And then in the 3 spot, it'll be Nick Dono with batting DH. So he's not really out there right now, as we'll be doing the designated hitting as Proctor. It looks like someone won't be hitting in the lineup, as usually the pitcher is the one DH for us. So we'll square that away once we get there. But we're ready to go. First pitch underway. And that one misses inside to the batter, Proctor. And as you see, the score is completely updated there in the bottom right. The scoreboard showing you the balls in strike, as Cole missing on his first one. As he gets a sign from Benavides. Here's the second pitch. And he gets a grounder right to Snead. He snags the glove down. A quick decision there over to first. And the good first out for brand new pitcher for Battlefield, making his debut, Cole Snead. The junior gets the first out of the way. That tends to be the hardest one of a youngster's career. And great job by Cole to stay with it, make a good throw on the run, and Battlefield, the first out of the inning.
So batting now, Griffin Boone, the shortstop for the Bruins. He steps in the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he cuts at that high rising fastball. And he can't catch up to it. As Sneed quickly ahead of the batter here, 0-1. First pitch getting started just before the 6:50 time here on the East Coast. We're here in Haymarket, Virginia at Battlefield Park. No matter where you're watching with us, I know I have family members out in Florida watching, as Coach Burkhart family in Kansas. So we got a lot of different people all over the map tuning in here for the game that matters most to us on the high school slate tonight. As the second pitch hits in there, back-to-back heaters for strike. Or sorry, he missed with the ball the first throw before that one. So it's a 1-2 count now to Boone. Sneed gets the pitch. Here it comes. And this one's chopped. Wow, an easy day for Sneed so far. He looks it into the glove. Over to Cunningham. 2 away for Cole Sneed.
Now batting for Forest Park, number 13, Nick Davis.
So Nick Davis, the designated hitter, stepping in here, looking to get something going as the Bruins just rolling over some choppers over to Sneed at first. Pretty easy pickings for the Battlefield defense. So let's see if they can get a challenge. Here's the first one coming from Sneed. It's right there. It looked like a two-seamer there as it was able to come back over the middle of the plate. Good pitch from Sneed, and he's back up ahead 0-1. Really good command from Cole here early on as he's getting to the head of the batters quickly and efficiently here for Battlefield. The 0-1 coming from Sneed, and that one gave him a curveball. It started over the plate and then dipped out of the zone. A good eye there from Davis, and it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 to the Bruin designated hitter. The pitch. That one coming back over. It looked like a fastball as he gets a piece of it and fouls it over the booth. And foul out of play. And Sneed, 3 batters in a row, getting ahead 1-2. As he looks here to make it a 3-up, 3-down with this next delivery. Sneed from the windup. The pitch. Close, as nearly committing to it was Davis as it just dipped out of the zone. A good eye from him. The crew chief behind the plate giving us the call that it just missed. As good challenging pitch there from Sneed to see if he would bite, but Davis saying discipline. The 2-2, that one coming over the plate. A nasty curveball from Cole Sneed, and he's out of his first varsity inning. 3 up, 3 down. 2 ground balls right back to Sneed. And a strikeout on a beautiful curveball. Battlefield gets out of the inning here. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the bottom of the first.
Okay. So then I can do this part. So you bottom, and then everything stays the same. You just press save, and then you reset this, and then it'll just do that.
I want to do it.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Dude, Cole, did you see where that pitch started? That was nasty. That was such a dirty pitch.
Yeah, that's curved. Does Zach have a curveball?
He said his is a slider. That's his, like, breaking ball.
What special pitch does Zach have? Does he have a
He said the changeup's his go-to. Change-up low. Low and away. It's the one that he goes to. He gets guys to think it's a heater in the lower part of the strike zone, but then it just dips and you can't catch up to. He has a sinker too that he works with.
My dad can throw a knuckleball.
Yeah. I know the grip out.
Yeah, it's weird. See what people got on YouTubes.
Yeah, you just press. Alright, did we get any more comments? That's my uncle. Yeah, thanks for doing this. My nephew plays. I wouldn't care about it. It's just Alright, so then you just get your windows back. All you need is this, and you need this. So as the game goes on, so once we hear the announcement that Craig's stepping up, that's what we'll
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Bobcats, number 10, Craig Miles.
All right, and we're back here in the booth to get the bottom of the first underway. As just introduced, it's Craig Miles, the center fielder, left-hander for the Bobcats. As we mentioned earlier in the stream, Craig having a successful opening day. He had 3 plate appearances, going 2 for 3, but he did reach base all 3 times, as the one that didn't count for a hit was actually an error out in the center field, so we'll take it. As the first pitch to Miles, misses low as it came from Proctor. We got a chance to see Proctor in warm-ups. Doesn't look like he throws all that hard, so the Bobcats should have a good time catching up to him. As Miles didn't get all of it, but that one should squeak through, and it does, as he was jammed on that inner pitch, but he does his best to strengthen up and lob that one just into the outfield grass. Good enough. And Battlefield gets a no-hitter out of the way, and Craig Miles on the board, or on the base paths with a base hit. Up next for Battlefield, it's the shortstop, Zach Agnos, who was on the hill for opening day the other night. Zach going 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That included a 2-run double in the 3rd inning to give the Bobcats a 3-1 lead at the time. Zach looking to do much of the same here in this AB against Proctor. The pitch. And it catches the outside in there for a strike. Fans, you see in the bottom right, BHS Sportsnet, that's our Twitter account if you want to keep up with everything related to us here at Battlefield Sports Network. If you're out of town especially, you'll know when our streams are as we see Proctor check over to first as Miles easily in there. Slapping the tag, though, to just keep him close. It was Chase Stoltman. As we'll see what Zach Agnos can do here at the plate. And make it 2 in a row over there to Miles, close. And Miles does get back in there. As Proctor, clearly the runner in his head right now. That's an advantage to the batter. Let's see what Agnos can do here, sporting a .666 batting average to start the season. And we see Zach call for time. Miles getting word from Coach Burkhart over there at third. It's an 0-1. Proctor gets set from the stretch. Gives it a look. Here's the pitch. This one nowhere near, dipping way wide and out of near the right batter's box. It's a 1-1 count to the Battlefield shortstop. Pretty large crowd here on this nice Thursday. It's a 70-degree day. First time we've seen that in a while here in the Haymarket, Virginia area. One of the more northern parts of the state is making another check over, and nearly getting thrown out was Craig Miles, and Stoltman can't believe he thought he got the tag down, but our umpire over there in between the pitcher's mound and first base on your screen saying otherwise. So it's a 1-1 count here in the first inning as we were just now getting underway with that transportation delay by Forest Park. Another throw over, and still Miles easily getting back in there. This is reminding me of a lot of talks in the MLB of getting a pitch timer added to the game to hurry up pitches. As now we've seen 4 of the last have been throwovers. As this one, Agnos swinging out of his shoes actually, and he gets a piece of it and fouls it back into the cage. And actually got to hear Bryce Harper's response to that pitch timer claim, and he said our sport is not timed, and if you don't want to deal with what could be longer games, then don't come. And as he did sign with Philly, that's as true as it gets. So, but now back here to high school baseball as we see Zach Agnos on the 1-2 count. As another throw over, this time throw a little high, so Stoltman couldn't quite get the tag down. As Miles back in there now. 5 of the last 8 decisions by Proctor on the hill have been throwovers. So Miles is in his head. Let's see what happens here. The pitch. Agnos cuts at it, and he's a little late on it as he knew it right away. He knew that was his. Looked like a heater up and away. So the count stays 1-2. Nobody gone here in the bottom of the first inning. The Bobcats and the Bruins is on deck for the Battlefield. Carter Cunningham, as we mentioned, that RBI triple in the opening game of the season this past Tuesday. Or check that, this past Monday. Proctor getting the call. And he checks Miles over. Another throw over that was having Stoltman reach for. If it's right on the money and Stoltman just has to keep the glove there, he's got a chance at Miles. As you can see, he's got a little bit of a lead over there. More than comfortable. As Proctor getting the call from catcher Andrew Fry. The pitch. Miles goes, the throw nowhere near as the shortstop running over back to the second base side of the infield. And evidently Proctor knew what he was doing as Miles does steal second with ease. As he gets his jersey dirty here, barely any time into the ball game. So Battlefield now a runner on second. Nobody gone. Another RBI chance for Zach Agnos. And he was 2 for 3 in the game in RBI chances with a total of 3 on the night. So you would think with all that speed at second, with a base knock, we should get the first run of the game. This fastball in the dirt and wide. So now a full count to Zach Agnos with Cunningham up next. As we just passed the 7 o'clock hour here on this Thursday night at Battlefield Park. The Bobcats' second consecutive home game as they get ready to hit the road next week. The pitch. Low and away and a fastball. Agnos battles back from 1-2 count, and he's on for the first walk of the season. And quickly, Fry calling time. Let's see if he calls all the infield. It looks like it would just be him and Proctor up, as you can definitely tell Proctor had something going on with decisions to throw over. So Cunningham will take his time setting the box ready for his stride and swing. Second and first, nobody gone. Is Cunningham looking to put a dent in the scoreboard here in the first inning? So Cunningham steps in for the first time tonight. The throw over to second, as still, maybe he got some orders there from Fry, but I mean, Proctor definitely throwing over heavy, so the Bobcats got to be careful as Miles nearly got thrown out a few times in that sequence with him on first. The pitch to Cunningham. Up and away, but it does catch the strike zone, according to the crew chief. So an 0-1 count here to Carter Cunningham, the first baseman for Battlefield, who, like many others in that Battlefield lineup, especially at the top of the order, Carter went 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI triple. So he's looking to continue that success here as he lays bunt, and then it gets away from Fry. This is a free 90 feet for Agnos and Miles, and we'll rule it a wild pitch. As easily Miles and Miles and Agnos able to move up 90 feet. And a base knock here could potentially make this a 2-run ball game here at Battlefield. So let's see what happens as Cunningham now with a 1-1 count. The pitch. This one looked like a 2-seamer going out and away. So a 2-1 count now to Cunningham. Hitter's count here for the Battlefield first baseman. As you can see the jersey of his, a little bit of wind as it looks like it's still blowing out to center. As they have the shift on, hugging that right field side, as Cunningham gets a piece of this one. And it fouled off over the booth as the count is now 2-2. Proctor set. The pitch. This one in on Cunningham, and he smokes it down the right field line for a foul ball. The fans like that contact from Cunningham, as they're hearing his name a few times down there in the lower right side by the Battlefield bleachers. Carter could have his own little fan section. Let's see what he can do and maybe get him out of their seats cheering here early in the first with this chance for Cunningham. It's a 2-2 count to the Battlefield first baseman, and then looked like Fry called timeout there behind the plate. The 2-2 coming from Proctor. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he got him on an upper fastball, and Cunningham really wanted that one, as you can tell by his emotion after the play. So Cunningham down on strikes.
Now back to the Bobcats number 3, Peter Benavides.
Battlefield catcher Peter Benavides getting in here as he had himself a game with a walk, a strikeout, and a sacrifice fly for an RBI in the third inning of that 5-4 win against Colgan on opening night. So Peter looking to register his first hit of the season. And he's got 2 guys on base to help him boost that RBI count should he be able to convert on this chance. As the first one to Peter misses for a ball. The 1-0 count coming to Benavides with 1 gone, third and second for Battlefield. The pitch. And he didn't go, and our crew chief behind the plate rules that one a ball as well. So Peter ahead of the count, 2-0. Proctor checking on to Fry to get the call. As he comes set, here's the pitch. This one missing up, lifting a fastball up and out of the zone, and Benavides facing a 3-0 count. On deck for Battlefield, it's the Battlefield third baseman, Jacob Lawler. The pitch. This one catches the outside for a strike, lifting a straight-up fastball. Take all the way for Benavides, as he got that call from Coach Jay Burkhardt over there at left. The pitch. Benavides gets a piece of it and fouls it off. And Proctor able to battle back as there was a 3-0 count. And now with a strike and a foul ball, it's suddenly 3-2. Proctor looking to come back. Meanwhile, Benavides looking to drive this one somewhere. Both dugouts getting loud. Proctor set. Here's the pitch. Benavides cuts. And you see Fry's reaction. He didn't know where that one went, as it was fouled off by Benavides, staying alive there in the box. Matt Venezia here with you on this Thursday, bringing you Battlefield Baseball on Battlefield Sports Network. As the Bobcats squaring off here, their second game of the season. As Benavides, a catcher here on a full count, the pitch from Proctor. This one's chopped. And it's foul. As Fry watching that one to see where it goes. As even if it was fair, Coach Burkhardt holding Miles and Agnos set their bases to avoid a rundown. So we'll do it again. The third consecutive 3-2 coming on the way. Let's do it again. Proctor the pitch. And this one's flown out to right. Should be deep enough for Miles as we see the catch is made by Dumoulin. He hits his cut on a 2-hopper, and it's a sac fly and an RBI from no one else but Benavides. That's a second game with one of those. Benavides able to hit the sac fly to right, scoring Craig Miles in Battlefield with a 1-0 lead.
Now batting for the Bobcats, number 7, Jacob Lawler.
So the Battlefield third baseman, Jacob Lawler, coming in. As on that sac fly, he actually also moved over Agnos, so a base hit from Lawler will score Agnos with ease, and this could be a big run coming down to the later stretches of the ball game. So the Battlefield third baseman, Jacob Lawler, steps in. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a fly out to right, as he's looking to register on his first hit of the season over there at the hot corner. Lawler, his second season with the varsity team here for Battlefield. The pitch. That one catches it as a good framework by Fry, as that one kind of looked like a missed away, but our crew chief saying otherwise. It's now a 1-1 count to Jacob Lawler. Proctor the pitch. This one dipping away and at his feet. Fry for a second didn't know where it was, but he's able to keep it with him, and it's a 2-1 count. The pitch count getting pretty high for Proctor. We'll have to keep an eye on that as this game moves forward. The Bruins, it's not like they have that many arms that haven't been used yet this season. This is their third of the season, a back-to-back here tonight. in a game where they've given up 16 runs on opening day as Lawler skies this one to center. The catch is made, and the Bruins get out of the inning, but not without a Battlefield run. Peter Benavides, a sac fly to right, scoring Craig Miles. Battlefield with a 1-0 lead. We go to the top of the second. Yeah, and then you do the arrow, go top 2, and it's by alphabetical order. So yeah, top 2, save, and everything's cleared. You can clear the bases too. I think you have to do that with the thing. And we can check how many people are watching.
There are.
He's dangerous.
11 people. How can there be 11 people?
I tweeted it out there. Good for Peter to score.
Yeah. Literally.
So other than Zach and Matt Michelle, whose arm is still not 100% ready for the season, I don't really know who our pitchers are. I mean, Jacob pitches out of bullpen with like starters and guys who can go the distance. Get you some shutout days.
Trevor Harris pitches well.
But if you find a guy like Cole who could be that third guy, I think that's what
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Forest Park Bruins, number 16, Chase Stoltman.
And we're back here to start the top of the second inning. Leading it off for the Bruins, it's a first baseman, Chase Stoltman, as he had an active last half inning, getting a lot of throwovers from Proctor on the hill. So Snead heads back out there, coming off a 1-2-3 inning in his first varsity inning. So here's the pitch from Snead. And his two-seamer missing low in the dirt by the feet of Stoltman. So it's a 1-0 count to the Bruin first baseman. The pitch. This one's ripped on a two-hopper to Agnos at short. And with a quick step and a liner over to Cunningham at first, the Bobcats record the first out of the inning. Snead so far
That is the
smooth
Bruins
sailing.
number 15, Todd Dearborn.
So Todd Dearborn, the center fielder for the Bruins, steps in against Snead. A lefty on righty matchup that favors the batter, but no one's been able to crack Snead thus far, as this fastball misses up and away for a ball. The pitch coming from Snead on the 1-0. Swing and a miss. He got Dearborn swinging out of his shoes on that one, and it's now 1-1 count. Good pitch from the Battlefield right-hander. Another one, back-to-back swing and a misses from Snead. He gives him two fastballs inside. And Snead quickly back to work, back ahead of the batter. The pitch. That one, a two-seamer starting inside. It came right back. Great pitch from Cole Snead, and he got Dearborn looking. 2 away here in the inning. Cole Snead cruising in his first varsity start of his career. So that brings up Andrew Fry, the catcher for the Bruins, as right now the Bruins not getting anything done against Battlefield's Cole Snead on the hill. The pitch. That one catching the outside. Good framework from Benavides behind the plate. And right back ahead is Snead, the 0-1. The pitch, this slider, dipping out and away of the zone. Benavides able to keep it in front of him. The count is back to even at 1 apiece. This one, fastball missing in the dirt wide. To the right side of Benavides, the count is now 2-1. As we'll see what Fry does here at the plate. He could be swinging here as the Bruins trying to get something going. The 2-1 coming from Sneed. Swing and a miss. Actually looked like a foul tip as Benavides able to hold on to his. That two-seamer was really working for Sneed as Fry able to get just a little bit of it, but into the glove for a strike. And back to even at 2. Sneed gets a call, and we get a time from Fry in the box. Quick score update. The Capitals taking on the Flyers tonight in the big Metropolitan Division matchup. Brett Connolly, not even 3 minutes into the game, scoring for the Caps as it's 1-0 Washington. Here's the pitch from Sneed. Swing and a miss on the two-seamer. It's working, as we just said it for Sneed. 3 strikeouts through his first 2 varsity innings. And the Bruins are going to need an answer to Cole Sneed on the hill right now for Battlefield. Through 2 innings for defense from Battlefield, we go to the bottom of the second with the Bobcats up 1-0 on Battlefield Sports Network. All right, yeah, go ahead. He's not going to do anything.
He's not. We don't. So I gotta do this now, right?
Yeah, you want to play music? I'll show you how to do that. We can do a little bit. Okay, but then I'll say who's up here now. You have to do this. Remember, it's this one over here, and I'll say batting number 11.
Somebody won't go easy. World is gonna roll me. People stop it to me.
What's up, bro? Where's Brett? Brett's in the dugout. Now batting for Battlefield, number 11, Jamie Garrison. As we're back here to start the bottom of the second, as our PA announcer had to step out for a second, we had to take over for his duties just a second. But we're back here on the live stream Battlefield Sports Network. Battlefield's right fielder Jamie Garrison steps into the box. It's the pitch from Proctor, fouled off by Garrison straight back.
Yeah.
Okay, I coach for Kurt. What's going on?
He stepped out, so we. No.
The pitch misses upstairs, so it's now a 1-1 count. As we got that updated for you here on your scoreboard, your pitch tracker in the bottom right. The pitch from Proctor, that breaking ball not coming back enough as it misses for a ball upstairs. Jamie Garrison, the Battlefield right fielder. 0 for 3 in his opener as Garrison fouls this one off as he had 2 strikeouts and a line out to center. It looked like it was going to get down for a base knock, but a good play by the ECU commit for he's actually a junior this year, so for 2 years, Riley Johnson out there in center for the Sharks. Sorry, blanked on that one as this one misses for a ball. It's a full count to Garrison. Proctor deals the 3-2. And that one misses outside, so Garrison with the walk. So 1 on for Battlefield to lead off the inning. Now batting for Battlefield, number 24, Kyle Terrell. Sorry, we're having to jump back and forth to get over the PA duties, as you probably heard it there on the mic, so I don't have to repeat who it is. But it's a designated hitter making his season debut, Kyle Terrell, as he watches this one in there for a strike. With Garrison there on first base, Proctor comes set. The pitch. That one's there. Make it now an 0-2. Appreciate the viewers for this one tonight. Spending your time on, I'm sure, a busy day with us here at Battlefield Park, Haymarket, Virginia, as we're bringing you Battlefield Baseball as they welcome the Forest Park Bruins into town. Terrell, the 0-2. As he fouls this one off straight back and over the cage. So we'll do the 0-2 one more time. On deck for Battlefield, making his varsity debut as well. It's a sophomore Joe Christopher starting in left tonight, as he wasn't in the lineup or making an appearance last game. Proctor the pitch as this breaking ball misses out and away. So it's now 1-2 count. Terrell steps in, facing off Proctor's pitch count. We don't have the exact value, but it's got to be over 30 at least, as he's thrown a lot here in just the first inning and third. This one dips away, making now 2-2 count.
Yeah.
Can I say the next one?
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
Heck yeah. What's your pen?
So Terrell battling the count back to 2-2. The pitch. This one misses away. Good eye from Terrell as Garrison gets under the slot, or under the tag. He's in there for a stolen base. So it's now a full count. So Garrison on second, an RBI chance here for Terrell if he can put the barrel on the ball here. Let's see what he can do. The count was 0-2 at one point in this at-bat, as Terrell able to work it now to a 3-2. The pitch. This one in the dirt. Terrell takes his base.
Now up for Battlefield, the left fielder, number 20, Joe Christopher.
As you heard it there from me on the PA system, Joe Christopher, number 20, sporting it in left field, making his varsity career debut at the box. So we'll see what he can do. Personally played some middle school ball and some travel ball with Joe. He's got wheels out in the field. He's a great arm out in the outfield. Should be dangerous as he continues to develop here for Battlefield in the years to come. And at the plate, he can drive the ball as well. So let's see what he can do here with runners on second and first. The pitch coming to Christopher. This one dipping inside and in for a ball. 1-0 as Proctor's control is a little all over the place. We're seeing a miss kind of on both sides of the plate. And then here and there, finding it in there for a strike. So let's see what we can do here as we look in the left field bullpen. The Bruins, obviously it's way too early to get anyone going, but you have to consider the fact that they'll need to get someone up eventually, and for the most part, they're pretty worn out. As this throw over to second, checking Garrison. And Garrison back in there safely as it's a 1-0 to Christopher. The pitch to Christopher low. Did he get walked or have a hit? Just confirming stuff with our stat guy here is Christopher, the 2-0 coming to him, and it looked like it was a two-seamer coming back into the zone. Is the first strike of the at-bat from Proctor's in there. That one in there for a strike. And the count's now 2-2. Two-two count coming to Christopher. The pitch. This one, fastball out and away, and the count is back to full. So this is a potential chance of being the third consecutive walk to start this bottom of the second. Still nobody gone for the Bruins. Could be a crucial part of the game as the Bobcats have Jackson Barrett up next. And then we're back to the top of the order. So it could get really dangerous and really out of hand for the Bruins pretty quickly. As the pitch in there to Christopher as he fouls it off to the right side. Giving chase to it is Stoltman over there, the first baseman. But this one well out of play. As we'll do the 3-2 again. Fans, we appreciate the views. If you guys could spread the word, we had a lot more viewers in that game to kick it off against the Sharks. We're trying to spread the word here. Is Christopher's swing and a miss. Proctor able to battle back in that count, and he gets his second strikeout of the game. As down on K's goes Joe Christopher.
Bobcats number 4, Jackson Baird.
Up next for Battlefield, it's the second baseman, Jackson Baird, who had himself a pretty good game here for Battlefield as he was 1 for 3. With a ground out, a fly out, and in fact, he got a single. So he's 1 for 3 on the season. He's looking to continue that here as he hacks at that one, swing and a miss. Proctor starting to settle down what it looks like, maybe. We'll see what happens as Baird continues this at bat. Jackson started as short on Monday with Agnos, the starting shortstop on the hill. And now Baird taking over at second. As he shows bunt and then the throw over to check Garrison. So we'll see what Coach Burkhart's dialing up here in the playbook. As he could have Baird move the runners over and then he'd give Miles a chance, who's on the season. Craig is 3 for 4, reached base all 4 times, with that one exception being an error that he still got on base for. So you take the chance with Baird in the bottom of the lineup, or you can move a runner over. Let's see what he does. As Baird still shows swing. This one misses upstairs, and the count's back to even 1. 1-1 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning at Battlefield. The Bruins trailing Battlefield 1-0 thanks to Peter Benavides' RBI sac fly. Baird steps back in as we're nearing the 7:30 mark of tonight's stream. The pitch from Proctor. He lays down bunt. He skies it. And nearly, as this throw gets passed, as they try to get it back to first, and that gets Garrison over. So the bunt, I guess, worked. I guess you ruled it. You would rule that. Looks like a line out because he bunted down the line out to first. But on the error, Garrison able to go to third. So not a sack bunt there. That would not be ruled a sack bunt, even though Garrison got over to third. So they're on the corners, 2 gone with the leadoff man, Craig Miles, stepping back in. He had a base hit to center field his first time up. So the Bobcats here in the second, quickly back to the top of the order. Meanwhile, the Bruins just getting into the second half of their entire lineup. They haven't seen the rest of the plate. So Miles here with the base hit could double the Bobcat lead to 2-0. Miles rips this one. This gives chase to the right fielder. It's going to get down. Craig heading to second. Just now getting it to center fielder. Craig going to third. Coming all the way home is Kyle Terrell. Miles in there with a stand-up 2-run triple. Craig Miles with a bomb to right, and with his wheels, he's easily in there with a stand-up triple. As in to store Garrison, and all the way from first base, Kyle Terrell. The big man putting on the wheels, able to score the Bobcats. It's 3-0 here in the the bottom of the second inning.
That hit the fence.
Yeah, that one had a lot of carry to it. The wind helping out with that one, but overall, very well squared up baseball. As this one in there for a strike to Agnos. And now, as we mentioned, a dangerous time here for the Bruins. As now you get Agnos to the plate. And with that triple, you can score Miles here on a base knock. So let's see what the Bruins respond here as Agnos reaches for that one, gets a piece of it. He's now behind the count 0-2. Lots of pitches being thrown by Proctor. On deck for Battlefield, it's Carter Cunningham, who went down on strikes last time on. The pitch. This one up and away, and Agnos watches it wisely. The count's now 1-2. 3-0 Battlefield here on this Thursday evening. The Bobcats ranked after their first game the #1 team in Northern Virginia. And the Bobcats showing that here with a nice little rally here at the inning as this one's chopped into the hole. And Zach Agnos, an RBI triple, scoring Craig Miles. It's 4-0 Bobcats.
Now batting for Battlefield, number 15, Carter Cunningham.
Up next for Battlefield, it's the first baseman Carter Cunningham. But before that, we're going to get a mound visit.
So, 4-0. That's 4. That's, I'm sorry, thank you. Yeah, no problem.
As they're going to try and settle down Proctor. Let's see what they do. They're actually going to take Proctor out right away. So Dominic Proctor's done. His line score 1 2/3 innings with 1 or 2 strikeouts. So we're going to give the new relief pitcher some time to warm up. And we'll identify who he is. It's number 20, it looks like. Sam Bice stepping in to take over for the Bruins, who, like we mentioned, their arms are worn out. These guys are tired for coming off a back-to-back. And just a rough opening night for them, losing by 15 runs. As we see Bice getting warmed up now. We'll step away for just a second. We'll keep the stream active, but we'll get the commentary back in a second. Battlefield breaking this one wide open thanks to Miles' 2-run triple and Zach Agnos' RBI single here in the bottom of the second on Battlefield Sports Network. Oh, we got to get the bait. So does this, if they're filled, does that mean there's a guy on?
Yeah.
All right, so we got.
No, look, it's catching up. It's catching up. So.
Okay, I didn't see it. What? Oh, she said, are we going to play baseball in between innings? And then, yeah, she's like, oh, because Jay thought that we were too, but nothing was playing because we forgot about it. We were doing 2.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
The other thing is, Porter threw a lot just first and second. Miles close in the first inning, the bottom of the first.
Yeah.
Not just the pitches at the plate, but also the activity of turning and throwing.
And Vice doesn't even look nearly ready for it. So where did Proctor end up going?
Third base.
Third base?
Yes.
Now pitching for the Bruins, number 20, Sam Bice.
He can turn me up too if you want.
Yeah. I know.
And we're back here as Sam Bice, the third baseman, stepping into pitch as a simple one-man switch as Dominic Proctor, who started on the hill, goes 1 2/3 innings with 2 strikeouts to his resume and a total of 4 earned runs. As not the expected start that he was hoping for.
Jeez.
As this one for a ball to Cunningham. So Proctor now at third. Sam Bice, we saw him warm up a little bit as he steps in on the hill to take on Cunningham, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first appearance. Battlefield leading it 4-0. The pitch. That one's in there for a strike on Cunningham, hitting the lower inside part of the plate. One thing that could be a downside of these longer innings is Cole Snead, who's rolling right now, sitting on the bench as the Bruins are having difficulty finding outs, but that's not really good for a pitcher who's looking to find his groove. Who through 2 innings Snead has is that breaking ball fouled off by Cunningham at the plate. The count goes to 1-2. Fans, if you're interested in keeping up with all things Battlefield Sports, keep following with us on Twitter at BHS Sportsnet, where you can find the link to this YouTube channel that you're on now. And subscribe here. This is my personal account. All the links are going to be through here with the live streams that we cover. It's not just baseball. We do other sports. So make sure to stay up to things all Battlefield Sports. Is stepping off the mound is Bice, giving Agnos a check over there at first. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Bice checking over to first with Agnos, and Zach's back in there. 4-0 Battlefield. A sac fly in the first by Peter Benavides. A 2-run triple here in the bottom of the second from Craig Miles, and right after him, Zach Agnos, an RBI single to bring home Miles. So the Bobcats breaking it open here in the second. Agnos stealing. And they slap the tag on the back of the shoulder. Agnos doesn't argue as he gets thrown out. A good throw from Andrew Fry behind the plate. So Cunningham will actually get to keep batting as he comes back. So that ends the inning prematurely on Agnos getting thrown out through 2 innings. Battlefield breaking it wide open with a 4-0 lead.
But I
Solid.
But I yeah.
Basis is now we're not getting there.
Cold Snooze doing really good.
So, girls girls lacrosse plays tomorrow night. Are you doing anything tomorrow? I don't know. You can't do it tomorrow. Yeah. It was just like I was just thinking like maybe we could do it. I just thought about it. But, like, I'll give you more of it. Sweet.
Yeah.
But I'll check.
Give me like before like the next week, so I can ask them.
The dates. Yeah. I didn't even know they were playing that game, and then Mike actually said that he's going over to do that. So maybe. I was expecting. Ooh, the Caps are up 2-0. Lars Eller gets back on the board.
Lars Eller? Lions? Now up for the Bruins. Andrew.
So we're back here for the top of the 3rd inning of play. The Bobcats
Leading off the top
protecting
of the
a
3rd inning
4-0
for
lead.
Bruins number 8, Dylan Carrillo.
Dylan Carrillo stepping in as the Bruins still looking to get something going. Us to this point in the game, no base runners for the Bruins as the left fielder Carrillo stands in. As Snead missing that one inside, Carrillo having to get out of the way of that heater. It counts 1-0. That one in there as Snead gets back to the strike zone. The count's back to even at 1. The pitch from Snead, right down the plate. Snead is rolling right now with that fastball. It's now a 1-2 count. Hard to believe this is just this guy's first varsity pitching appearance, as he's doing the heavy lifting for the Bobcats on the defensive side of the game, making it easy for his fielders behind him. That one right down the middle. Cole Snead is rolling. That's his 4th strikeout of the game, as down goes Carrillo. Make it 3 consecutive strikeouts.
Now batting for the Bruins number 20, Sam Bice.
For the Bruins on offense, and looking to change that is now the former 3rd baseman now out on the hill is number 20, Sam Bice. Snead gets the pitch for Benavides. The pitch. The 2-seamer coming back over the plate but missing upstairs. It counts 1-0. Cole Snead with back-to-back ground outs right to him. A strikeout to Davis. A ground out to short, as this one's fouled off over ahead of us. And then Dearborn, Fry, and now Carrillo all set down on strikes as the count is back to 1-1. The Bruins still looking to find the answer to Cole Snead on the hill right now for Battlefield. The pitch. That two-seamer missing up and away. The count goes to 2-1. And Benavidez calling time at the plate. He's going to go have a chat with his starting pitcher. As Bice will do the same. He'll go over and talk to the third base coach. Probably not on the same page there. That quick talk from Benavidez, just wanting to make sure everything's sorted out and that they're on the same terms with involving the pitch selection. That's usually what happens when it's a quick mound visit like that. So the 2-1 here on the way from Snead to Sam Bice. The pitch from Snead. Missing low in the dirt inside, and the count goes to 3-1.
First time he's had 3 balls.
This is the first time today that the count has gone, we believe, to 3 balls. So very good sight for Battlefield on the defense. It's this one. Bice trying to watch it all the way in and see if he got lucky, but that two-seamer not missing there. First strike, and the count is even. Or sorry, the count is full, 3-2. Battlefield a 4-0 lead, a 3-run bottom of the second inning. As the Bruins playing catch-up big time here. Is that one? The two-seamer came back. Bice thought it was low for a ball. Wow, Cole Snead is on fire. 4 straight strikeouts. 5 strikeouts in the last 6 batters. And the Bruins still searching for their first base runner of the night. So that brings up James Dumoulin, the right fielder. We were commenting in the pregame his arm in right field. As we'll see what he can do at the plate, as the Bruins need something to slow down Snead as Dumoulin swinging on that one, his left foot leaving the batter's box, opening him up. You will never hit the baseball when you open yourself up like that too early. That's just a mechanic thing. As Snead quickly here the 0-1, and he's getting to work. This one's grounded to the right side on the first base line, but foul. And Cole Snead quickly back ahead. It's 0-2. The pitch from Snead. This one's grounded, and it might get through. It's on the backhand. Could be a great play, but beating it out was Dumoulin on the backhand there. Great play from Jackson Baird to get himself square quickly, and he made the play close. So the Bruins and Cole Snead's aggressive run. That's their first hit of the night, ending the no-hitter. But the Bruins, with their first base runner finally coming here in the top of the third, they still have many questions to address here with Snead on the hill. So stepping back in, it's Dominic Proctor. Proctor last time up chopped one short to Snead, and he was able to run over and make the play over to Cunningham. The pitch. Snead from the stretch. This one's low, and Benavidez able to keep it in front of him. So the count goes to 1-0. That one in there from Snead for a strike. And the count's 1-1. 7:45 here on the East Coast. In Haymarket, Virginia, watching the Bobcats holding a strong 4-0 lead over the visiting Forest Park Bruins. Still 11 viewers watching this one tonight as this one misses away. We appreciate everyone watching. Let's hear it in the comment section for Cole Snead. Rolling right now through 2 2.3 innings of work on the hill for Battlefield. The 2-1 from Sneed. This one in the dirt to the right side, and the count is back to 3-1. Sneed going to take a little stroll here and try and get his feel back for the baseball. As we mentioned earlier in the last half inning, the long innings of the Bruins trying to get out and back into the dugout to get the bats going keeps Sneed on the bench, and especially when you're rolling, that's not the best thing. Is reaching for that one on a crazy hop back to Cole Sneed. Proctor make it back-to-back groundouts to the pitcher. What a play from Sneed as he actually, Proctor hit that one pretty aggressively, and Sneed stays calm and makes the play. So through 3 innings, Cole Sneed is rolling for Battlefield. 5 strikeouts and 1 hit as the Bruins finally get their first base runner. Through 3 innings, Battlefield on top, 4-0.
What's up with the viewer, man?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I thought it was crazy.
It won the cross game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Cole was rolling. Zach had 6 strikeouts. So, I mean, it was a better team. It was way better.
Yeah, sports part doesn't ECU.
That's true.
That's good. Our team's looking really good.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Bobcats, number 15, Robert Cunningham.
And we're back here on the broadcast. Is stepping back in Carter Cunningham, who was the last batter to bat in the bottom of the second, but Agnos got thrown out stealing second. So Cunningham gets a clear count, clear plate, as we see Sam Bice back on the hill for the Bruins. As this one in the dirt and low inside to Cunningham. Carter back up in the count, 1-0. The Bruins in that last half inning getting their first hit of the night. As they look to keep it where it is. As this inside pitch coming back over the plate, but it's too far inside all the way. 2-0 count to the Battlefield first baseman. The pitch from Bice. Cunningham got under it. As getting under it is the Bruins second baseman. He makes the play under it the entire way with Saman Harrell.
Now batting for the Bobcats, number 3, Peter Benavides.
So Peter Benavides back up. He had a sac fly and an RBI for the Bobcats to put them up 1-0 last time up in the first inning. Bice the pitch. That breaking ball coming back over, but it started too high over the plate and didn't come back low enough, so it's in there for a ball. The pitch from Bice, and it's low. Good eye from Benavides. The count goes to 2-0. Sam Bice in the full windup. Here comes the delivery. This one finds a strike zone. The two-seamer coming back over the plate. This one jammed him, and it's an easy routine. One step back. Pop for Sam Bice to field on the hill. You got to be careful with that, though, if you trip over the mound as it
Now
continues
batting
to
for the
rise
Bobcats,
behind
number
it.
7, Jacob
As
Lawler.
that one jammed Benavides and quickly Battlefield. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. So Jacob Lawler back in for Battlefield. He flew out to center last time up. Still searching for his first hit of the season. As the third baseman for Battlefield, Lawler watches that breaking ball drop back in. A good-looking curve from Bice. Bice. Lawler drives this one to left field. Off the glove of the left fielder as he had trouble with that hot shot of a liner. As Dylan Carrillo, we'll see what they rule it because he was getting over there to split the gap. The ball was moving fast. I think we're going to rule that a base hit because he didn't get under the ball to make a play on it. He just gave an effort. So Lawler will actually come away with the hit. So Jacob Lawler collects his first hit of the season. As here's Jamie Garrison as he's looking to do the same. That breaking ball, the crew chief says Garrison did go on that check swing, so it's an 0-1 count. Jamie was walked his last time and came around to score on the 2-run triple from Craig Miles. So 2 gone. Battlefield's Jacob Lawler on first with that base knock. Here's the 0-1 to Garrison. He lines this one. That'll get through. Jamie's first hit of the season is a base hit right up the middle. Battlefield, some late inning magic here with 2 gone. Back-to-back singles from Lawler and Garrison, as that'll bring up the designated hitter Kyle Terrell, who walked last time, and he scored from first. The big man scoring on that 2-run triple from Miles. So let's see what Kyle can do here at the plate. He's got an RBI chance, as like we mentioned earlier, making a season debut tonight in the designated hitting spot. As Snead, a pitcher only, he doesn't bat unless in certain situations he's forced to, depending on the game. But he has a DH, and Terrell today is that one he swings and misses on. So Bice back ahead in the count. It's 0-1. Kyle Terrell facing the 0-1 from Bryce. The pitch. That breaking ball dipping too low. Second and first. A 1-1 count here to Terrell with 2 gone here in the bottom of the third for the Bobcats. Terrell the pitch. This fastball missing low all the way as Kyle gets back up in the count. It's a 2-1 coming to the Battlefield designated hitter. Kyle also a first and third baseman for Battlefield, but tonight his duties are strictly to just bat, as he'll have to wait to see his fielding debut at some point later on this season. Sam Bice, the pitch. This one in the dirt. Good block from Fry behind the plate. And 3 straight balls coming from Bice, and Fry recognizing what's going on. He's going to call a mound visit, as he'll try to calm down his hard-throwing right-hander. Had a great meeting today with the Athletic Boosters president, Matt Jones. We're looking to bring some great new technology to Battlefield Sports and help enhance Battlefield Sports Network in the near future, as we're always looking to make it better here and better experience for the fans, whether you're able to come out to our games or not. As the pitch from Bice fouled off. That would have been a ball as it came in and jammed him last second. A good pitch there from Bice, and the count is back to full 3-2. Both Lawler and Garrison will be on the move here, as the Bobcats' next home game this Monday at 6 o'clock, they take on Freedom South Riding High School. As we'll get more information on how they fared this far this season. So the Bobcats opening the season on a 3-game homestand. As we should have that call for you guys. We'll finalize everything this weekend for our stream schedule this week. The pitch, that one nowhere close. Lawler quickly able to get to third. He's seeing if he can go even further. As Terrell back-to-back walks. That curveball just never had a chance. It started over Terrell's head. His batting is the left fielder, Joe Christopher, who went down on strikes last time, but some baseball faithful hacks from him as he fouled some off, but would be set down on strikes by Proctor. So Christopher, an early chance to get his first 2 RBIs of his high school career in the varsity level under his belt, as we're approaching the 8 o'clock hour here at Battlefield. Sam Bice, the pitch. Christopher watches it in all the way for a strike. Bice gets a sign from Fry behind the dish. And here comes the pitch from Bice. Christopher chopping this one foul. As Coach Burkhardt able to make that one-handed snag, and he gets an applause from the crowd. We're back up to the most amount of viewers we've had in one session here tonight, 13. We encourage you to keep asking more people to tune in and join in the fun with us here at Battlefield, with the Bobcats leading it 4-0 on home field against the Bruins. Is this two-seamer not able to come back enough? The count goes to 1-2. Bice gets the signal from Fry. He sets up inside on Christopher. We'll see where this one goes. The pitch. Christopher drives it to right. It's a base hit. That'll score 1. That brought home Lawler. Garrison will save, but Terrell gets caught up. He got under the tag. Kyle Terrell able to get back. And immediately signaling over to Coach Burkhardt. That was my bad, says Kyle over at second. That would have been a really horrible ending to the inning. The run still would have counted, but Joe Christopher, his first varsity level hit and RBI, all in the same at-bat. Battlefield with a 5-0 lead.
Get Magic going with 2 outs.
So Garrison at third, Terrell on the walk. He's now at second on the advance, nearly getting thrown out. So that'll bring in the Battlefield second baseman, Jackson Baird. We'll tell you about him here in a second. Is he had a line out to first base. The count is 0-1 to Baird. The pitch from Bice in the dirt, and a check swing. He didn't go. So the count is now 1-1 to Jackson Baird. The Bobcats, a week from tomorrow, take on their first road competition at Patriot. First rivalry game of the season. We'll see if we can get out there for that one, as we're really hoping to get the rivalry coverage, no matter where it is. As the count 1-1, Baird drives this one to right. And it hangs up just enough for the center fielder patrolling the areas. I actually thought that was going to get down. That's a good play from Todd Dearborn, retires Baird. So that'll be it for the third. The Bobcats, a 5-0 lead. So who's up for them? It's Griffin Boone. Number 2, the shortstop, Griffin all you do is press yes. It fades out of the square.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 2, the shortstop, Griffin Boone.
Still back to taking over the PA duties, as you heard that one. The shortstop, Griffin Boone, checking in for the Bruins here. Only have 1 hit on the night. To this point, Cole Snead dominating his first career varsity start. As Boone last time up grounded out to Snead. Let's see what Cole's got to dial up for him here in this at-bat here in the top of the 4th inning, getting things going. 5-0 Battlefield. Is that one missing inside for a ball? The Bobcats a 5-0 lead as we saw Joe Christopher an RBI single to right in that bottom of the 3rd inning. Snead the pitch. That breaking ball missing inside. And in the dirt, the count goes to 2-0. Snead, his first 2-0 he's had to face. The pitch. This one's fouled off by Boone, and the count goes to 2-1. We appreciate everyone tuning into this one. Only 9 as we tanked a little bit there in the viewers. Boone steps back in as he's ready to work. The pitch from Snead. That one misses out and away, and the count goes to 3-1. Obviously a big decision from Coach Burkhart, giving Snead the ropes for tonight's second game of the season on the hill, but it's worked out. As we see, the Bobcats can't tell quite who it is. It actually looks like it could be Matt Michelle stretching out the arm there right as he's now walking into the bullpen. So Snead, let's see how long his leash is in this one, as that one was fouled off out of play. The count goes to 3-2. As there is definitely a Battlefield pitcher warming up now, getting some arm strength, just in case Snead needs the help. The pitch. That one misses away. Cole Snead walks his first batter as Griffin Boone gets on base. Next up for the Bruins, it'll be the designated hitter, Nick Davis.
13, Nick Davis.
He went down on strikes swinging last time up. As it'll look to hopefully for him change that storyline, but Snead continuing to throw strikes.
Fair was the last out for us, right?
Yeah. On the move, Benavides, the throw down to Agnos, and in there Boone with the stolen base as he swipes second. On the one hop, fielded by Agnos, the throw from Benavides. Not in time as Boone.
Is that a ball?
Now runner on second, nobody gone. The Bruins recognizing the opportunity that has come very few off in this game with getting a base runner on, and the Bobcats are going to talk as they get a quick mound visit. Pitching coach heading out there to just get things going. 8 viewers, guys. We're expecting more, to be quite honest with you, but that's all right. We'll take what we get, and we're happy to bring you the game no matter how many people are watching. As last game view count up to over 450 views, so if you haven't checked it out, check out how the Bobcats fared in their win to Colgan on opening night. Then we covered the guys lacrosse game against Colgan in their opening night. Tuesday, the Bobcats able to win 9-6 in what was a close game through the first half. Find out how it all went down with that stream. That's up right now, and this one will be in the next few hours as it takes a little bit to download onto the account. So the 1-0 to Davis. That liner's in there, and on his backhand, Agnos. He's going to go to third as he didn't have a play at second. Or he didn't have a play at first. And Lawler wasn't able to slap the tag in time, so now runners on the corners. So they'll rule that a fielder's choice for Davis. No hit there. But he would have beaten it out, so we're going to give that a hit. That'll be a base hit. Moving Griffin Boone over.
16, Chase Stoltman.
So the first baseman, Chase Stoltman, with a chance. As he grounded out to short last time up, he's got an RBI spot. As Snead looking to settle down here in the top of the 4th. checking over Davis at first. The pitch from Sneed. Right down the pipe. It's in there for a strike. I want to get airheads after this.
Ask if you want me to sit the game with
You got me a Gator in airheads. Yeah, you guys heard that one. We get hungry up here in the booth. Is that breaking ball coming back in? Agnos might have a chance at 2. He flips it to Baird for 1. Back to second. And Cunningham couldn't get the pick. The run will score. And over to second. In there, it's Stoltman. So they'll rule that it was a low throw, so they're going to rule that an error. The pitch was low, so we'll figure out how we're going to rule this. We'll get some confirmation from others, but nonetheless, Griffin Boone able to score. Nick Davis out at second. So 1 gone. A run came in to
Now batting
score.
for Forest Park, number 15, Todd Dearborn.
So it's now 5-1. Scores 5-1. And a runner on second now with the advancing. As Stoltman able to get up there. Up is Dearborn, the center fielder. This fastball from Sneed missing away. They ruled out an error on Zagnos. No, actually, because it was a flip on the double, so that'll be an error on the second baseman, Jackson Baird. That's his throw. He had time. He set his feet, and it was just not the best throw, but that's all right, as Sneed and the Bobcats have worked it to a lead now of just 5-1.
Should be at 1-1.
I'm trying to figure out why this.
Sneed gets set, the 1-1 on the way. And that one's fouled off, heads up. And that nearly striking some fans walking in the concourse area between the football field and the baseball field. So the count goes to 1-2. Let's see if Sneed can get the strikeout. That'd be a big out that the Bobcats would like to get out of the inning here with. We like seeing in the comments the same consistent viewers for the 3 streams that we've now done. Tuning in with us to support is really, we appreciate it. It's a lot of fun getting to do this and having other people see the fun that we're experiencing here at the field. You can't beat it. So a 1-2, Sneed will step off and check over to second. Just making sure Chase Stoltman, the first baseman, doesn't get too greedy over there with no one holding him on. Baird and Agnos communicating to see who's going to hold. Looks like Baird doing a few glove taps, but Sneed goes home. This one's driven to left, opposite field, but too far left, as that one was slicing hard left for a foul ball. So back to 1-2 to Dearborn. The pitch, that one up by the head of Dearborn. As keeping his head on a swivel, he was able to get out of that one. So the count goes to 2-2 as you see him laughing that one off. Sneed looking to calm down here and get out of the inning. You would think with enough time being warmed up there in the bullpen for it looked like Matt Michelle, this could be Sneed's last inning. A swing and a miss down in the dirt. Cole Sneed back to his strikeout self. That is his 6th K of the night, tying Zach Agnos' 6th on opening night the other night. Let's see if Sneed continue to get out of it. It's Dearborn down on strikes for the 2nd straight time tonight. And here comes Andrew Fry. This starts the list with Dearborn down to Bice. That's 4 batters of 4 consecutive strikeouts for Sneed. As that 2-seamer not able to come back as it misses for a ball. Sneed back on the hill, ready to get to work. Against the catcher Andrew Fry, as we mentioned, down on strikes his first time up. Is that 2-seamer coming back in and it's fouled off. The way the Bruins are making contact for the most part, except for their 2 hits, they're very late on the baseball. They're not reading Sneed well for the most part. As his stuff is working tonight, Cole Sneed, just 2 hits given up. 2 hits and 1 walk as Sneed checking back over to second. And still over there, it's Stoltman, the first baseman for the Bruins. holding possession of second for Forest Park. The pitch going to third. Throw to Lawler. He did get the glove in there. Lawler wasn't even expecting it. It was a delayed throw. Stoltman on the run gets gunned down from Benavides. And that'll be it for the inning. Battlefield. An unexpected ending. We weren't expecting that. As the Bobcats go to the bottom of the fourth with a 5-1 lead. As an error cost the Bobcats is one run able to come score on a double play attempt. As it's 5-1. Red Gatorade and the Airhead Minis. Can you give me 2 packs of Airhead Minis? Thanks. So we'll be back in just a second for the bottom of the fourth inning. All right. Craig Miles is up. Can I get this one? Actually, no, I'll take Sam.
Okay, well, whichever one you want. I'm just sitting there thinking, I haven't arrived at dark. Yeah, and Chris got this. You want to play around with stuff? Yeah, I'm still mad that I have to go to dark. All right, let me go ahead and roll out.
All right.
You want to keep this forward?
Yeah. Maybe we'll make that. Start to blow away.
No. Can I get it for you?
Can I leave it?
No. That's why I went. So it's more cards.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Leading off for Battlefield, the center fielder, number 10, Craig Miles.
I'll try not to.
No, dude. Enjoy yourself. All right. You got a good voice for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Take care, man.
All right.
Again, girls across tomorrow starting at 7.
Yeah. Sorry, we had to take over the PA announcements there. As Craig Miles drives this one to right for a base hit. As we're going to be bouncing back and forth here to get the announcements.
Batting next for Battlefield, the shortstop, number 14, Zach Agnos.
Stepping into Battlefield's shortstop, Zach Agnos, as he's got to run around here quickly to get the inning going. This is tough now. I'm the only one in the booth right now, so we're going to try and keep this as neat and oriented as possible. He left. He had to go. So can you do that thing, and I'll do the announcements and the scoreboard. The pitch to Agnos, missing low. The count 1-0. Sorry, we're doing this right now. It's a lot of different things going on here in the booth. As Bice comes set with Miles over there at first. The pitch to Battlefield. Oh, and he steps off. Bice checking over to Miles. Did you get airheads? No. Because she wouldn't give it to you for free? Did she give me that for free? Bice the pitch to Agnos, and he chops this one to third. Could be a double play chance. The throw over to second. Back to first. And he gets away, and Agnos able to get there with the fielder's choice. Round out. Okay, now we got to do.
Sorry, fellas, I almost forgot my jacket.
No worries.
What did I do with my jacket? Oh, it's silly rabbit.
Batting next for Battlefield, the first baseman, number 15, Carter Cunningham.
So, as you heard there on the announcement, Carter Cunningham stepping in is now Agnos switching spots with Craig Miles. As we'll clear the count with now one gone. This is definitely tough to do. It's a throw over to Agnos, and he's back in there in time. This is tough stuff to do. We'll get through it. We'll have fun doing it too. That's the best part. So the count clean to Cunningham. The pitch. He rips this one foul down the right side. Carter last time up. A strikeout and a pop up to second as he's looking to find the base paths for the first time tonight. 0-1. The count's 0-1. Sorry, we're forgetting to do that here too. The pitch misses away for a ball, and the count is now back to even, 1 apiece. On deck for the Bobcats, it's the catcher Peter Benavides. Agnos getting back checked over, and he's back in there in time. Sam Bice on the hill. Count is 1-1 with Agnos at first for the Battlefield, protecting a 5-1 lead here at the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. That one missing inside as he gets out of the way. Does Cunningham. The count goes to 2-1. Both Alec and I have to be very active here in the booth, trying to control multiple things, but it's actually pretty fun. I'll be honest, it actually is. The excitement never dies here at Battlefield Sports Network in the booth. As Agnos getting a healthy lead there at second. The pitch is Cunningham fouls this one off. He's just late on it. And the count gets to even, 2 apiece. Fans, just a quick announcement. If you're interested in joining Battlefield Sports Network, please reach out to us on Twitter and our DMs at BHS Sportsnet. You can email us at battlefieldsportsnetwork@gmail.com or Matthew Venez's personal email address. That's HRHMatthewV, as in Victor, at AOL.com. As you can let us know about your interests, and we'll be happy to help you out and get in the booth with us. As this pitch misses wide to Cunningham, and the count's clear, or full, at 3-2. How do you clear the outs? Can you clear the outs?
On there?
On this. Can you clear the outs?
You just
Or like
click
do it. Oh, right. Okay. Gotcha. The pitch to Cunningham. He drives this one to left field under it. And the play is made by Dylan Carrillo. So fly out to left. Now batting for Battlefield, number 3, Peter Benavides. I feel like it doesn't sound all that great up there doing the PA, but who cares? You know, the fans seem to love it. As 2 outs now is Cunningham flying out, doesn't move Agnos, as you say, so this one in the dirt. Able to recover it was Fry.
1-0.
Oh, yeah. We'll get the score updated for you, or the count updated for you, as there's now 2 gone. The 1-0 coming from Bice, as he was able to recover from Proctor, who's now at third, is Bice keeping the score where it is. The pitch, Benavides watches it in the dirt. The count goes to 2-0. The Battlefield Bobcats holding a 5-1 lead over the Forest Park Bruins here in the bottom of the fourth. As it's 8:20 here in the booth here at Haymarket, Virginia along the East Coast. No matter where you are joining us, we appreciate you putting in the time to have some fun here at Battlefield Sports Network, as this one misses up and away, a 3-0 count to Benavides. On deck for Battlefield, it's the third baseman Jacob Lawler, who picked up his first hit of the season out to left field his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Let's see if he'll have a chance to bat here in the inning. The pitch from Bice. Misses up and in, and it's a walk, 4-pitch walk to Benavides, so that moves the guys up. Now batting for Battlefield, number 7, the third baseman, Jacob Lawler. That sounded really good, I gotta be honest, that did. So Jacob Lawler, as you heard it there from me on the announcement, 1 for 2 on the day with a single to left, as we're going to see quick mound visit now coming back over is, hang on, we'll get the bases updated for you. as there's 2 gone, counts cleared. So now you guys are back on track with us as Lawler steps in for his 3rd time tonight. Bice on the hill with runners on second, first for Battlefield. Lawler drives this one, but it's foul. He got ahead of it, as that one was hooking by the Bruin bullpen. So now, as we would go to the 5th, we'll see what Coach Burkhardt does with Cole Snead. With a healthy lead like this, do you want to use one of your arms? Personally, in my opinion, no. I think you let Snead go one more, and if he gets into trouble, at least you have Matt Michelle, whoever it looked like in the pen, ready. But I think you let Snead go one more. Let's see what he does. There's a reason he's down there coaching and not me. So here comes a pitch from Bice. That breaking ball coming back, but staying upstairs on Lawler. The count goes to 2-1. And I haven't been doing this, sorry. There we go. So it's a 2-1 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-1 Battlefield. Let's see what Lawler can do here. He's got a guy on second, RBI chance. This breaking ball stays upstairs. The count goes to 3-1. On deck for the Bobcats, it is Jamie Garrison, who picked up his first hit of the season after walking before that, and then he had a base hit. Up the middle, splitting the second and shortstop as Lawler leaving that one upstairs. And I guess now it's a 3-1. Okay. So I guess we jumped the gun there. So it's still a 3-1 now. That one was upstairs, so maybe it's a 3-2 then. Let's see. Should be a 3-1. Let's see what happens here. It's Bice on the pitch. Lawler pops this one up. Heads up. This is coming right into the bleachers. And that one nearly off the booth, and then it's bouncing around. Heads up. That could have been really bad, as he just missed some of our spectators here below us, as Lawler gets the count evened up to 3-2. So as we said, Jamie Garrison up next for Battlefield. Yeah, we see the man in the maroon shirt there in the first row on the left having to move out of the way. That could have been really bad, but the fans here able to help each other out and locate where the ball was. 3-2 with 2 gone. Agnos still at second. And now you see Benavides is pinch run by Gavin Anderson, so he's actually over there on the base paths. The pitch missing low and away. Lawler gets walked. They're loaded for Jamie Garrison. Now batting for Battlefield, the right fielder, number 11, Jamie Garrison. We had to make it a fun, exciting time, so we're going to get the base path situated here. Should be, where is it here? 3. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then we clear the count. So Garrison steps in. He's 1 for 2. We got a mound visit here for the Bruins. We could have a pitcher warming up. Let's see what happens. As they're loaded, they're juiced, as the Bruins look to be sailing, and then some walks coming up for Agnos reaching in as he hustled out the double play, and then 2 walks. So it's still 5-1. Let's see how many of you are with us right now. 9 viewers, as we are seeing the Bobcats leading at 5-1. Bice stays on the hill.
Girls soccer.
They won.
They were winning.
Okay. Girls soccer at some point had a 2-1 lead in their game taking place behind us. We'll get a chance to check that out in just a second. So Garrison steps in, a chance for him to drive in some runs here and widen the Battlefield lead. As Bice on the hill, here's the pitch to Garrison. It's a breaking ball that's able to come back and into Garrison. It looked like it was high, but our crew chief behind the plate says otherwise. So Garrison behind in the count 0-1. Bice, the pitch to Garrison. This one in the dirt and right, and a good block from Fry, keeping Agnos over there at third from coming home. The pitch from Vice. Garrison getting a piece of it. He fouls it between the wickets of the Bruin catcher, Fry. So the count goes to 1-2, and we have not been updating this. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So Garrison facing a 1-2. Here comes the pitch from Vice. They're fully juiced for Battlefield. Garrison watching that breaking ball all the way, and it stays upstairs. The count goes to 2-2. Vice has been out there for a long time in relief. As Garrison swings and misses the inside fastball, down on KZ goes. So the Bruins will get a chance now to bat as they keep the Bobcats off the board. As we go to the top of the fifth, the Bobcats lead at 5-1. Yeah, you do. Clear everything. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a guy on first. Huh? No, there's a guy on first on the thing. There we go. Now clear the outs. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it should be good. All right.
That's bottom.
Yeah, bottom. Or no, it should be. Oh, I thought I did it. Oh, then.
Yeah, I got it.
And up for them. It's Andrew Fry. What's it really anyway? Now batting for the Bruins, the catcher, number 6, Andrew Fry. And we're back here in the booth, getting the top of the 5th inning underway. Andrew Fry, the catcher for the Bruins, leading it off as he is 0 for 1 in his only plate appearance. As actually new on the hill, the Bobcats have a new pitcher out there. And I think it's who we thought it was. Let's get a check on the numbers before we make an announcement. And it is Matt Michelle, the senior, making his way over from, where was he last year? From Westfield, I think. No, that's not. I don't know. We'll confirm that information a little bit as the stream goes on. But the senior Matt Michelle making his first appearance of the season here for Battlefield. So Cole Snead's night is done. As Cole went 4 innings. 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk with 2 hits. So a solid first start for Cole Snead. So Matt Michelle taking over here as this one missing inside to Fry. So Michelle should probably go the rest of the game as this one swing and a miss by Fry. And I thought I updated it the right way. There we go. There we go. That should do it. Yep. All right, so Matt Michelle is in to pitch for Battlefield. The 1-1 from Michelle. And that pitch fielded by Baird. It's second over to Cunningham, and the Bobcats get the out. Now batting, number 8, the left fielder, Dylan Carrillo. So Dylan Carrillo steps in the left fielder. He had a strikeout his last time up. As it's tough to pick the ball up from the downward throwing Matt Michelle. That's the way his once he gets the leg kick going, he comes down on a steep angle. It's very tough to pick up the baseball. As Michelle quickly ahead of the count. This one's back in there as well. Michelle quickly rolling right now. It's 0-2. That's Carrillo trying to get on top of it here as he's quickly now behind 0-2. Michelle from the full windup. Breaking ball in there. Beautiful pitch from Matt Michelle. On K's goes Carrillo. Now batting, the pitcher, number 20, Sam Bice. So Bice steps in as he was struck out his last time. As he started this game at third base and now taking over duties on the hill as there's two gone, nobody on base for the Bruins. As it's a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch to make it back-to-back balls from Michelle. As he's quickly rolling for the most part through this inning. But Bice ahead of it, 2-0. On deck, if we get there, it's James Dumoulin, the right fielder, who broke Cole Snead's no-hitter. The pitch from Michelle. This one's fouled back, heads up. So the count goes to 2-1. Michelle able to find the zone there and make him earn it. So Cole Snead in line for the win right now if the Bobcat bullpen can keep it where it is. Snead will pick up his first win in his first appearance. So the 2-1 coming from Michelle. Swing and a miss. Bice can't pick up that inside fastball, and the count goes to 2-2. Michelle quickly back into it. It's a 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Michelle coming back from the 2-0 to strike him out. That's 2 straight Ks for Matt Michelle coming in relief of Snead. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning with Battlefield leading it right now 5-1. So as we see warming up, it's Bice back out there going for his 4th inning of work. Is only getting through 1 1/3 innings. Was Dominic Proctor. So leading off for Battlefield, it'll be the designated hitter, Kyle Terrell, with 2 walks on the day, and he came around to score on the first one. So Bice will look to keep the Bobcats where they are at 5 runs on the night. As we are just about getting ready to roll here in the bottom of the 5th. Now batting for Battlefield, the designated hitter, number 24, Kyle Terrell. So the fans getting ready for Kyle to step in as he's looking for his first hit of the season, but he's reached base in both attempts here tonight, stepping in for the 3rd time. Via the walk is Sam Bice. On the hill here for the Bruins in the bottom of the 5th. Bice, the pitch. Missing downstairs to the Battlefield Juniors, taking the designated hitter rules over for tonight. The count's 1-0. The pitch from Bice. That one's in there for a strike on Terrell. As Terrell leading it off here for Battlefield with up next, due up for the Bobcats, it's the left fielder, Joe Christopher. The pitch from Bice, this one getting by Fry in the dirt. That breaking ball never really had a direct path. That was moving all over the place and then got by Fry. So the count goes to 2-1. Bice, who on the last pitch that he walked Terrell on was a wild curveball. So he's never really had a feel for that one. As Terrell squares this one up, he's got his first hit of the season. And just like that, Terrell is on base.
Now batting for the Bobcats, the left fielder, number 20, Joe Christopher.
So Terrell getting his first hit of the season. He's reached base all 3 times. As he's come around to score on the previous 2, so let's see if history repeats itself. As this one missing in on Christopher did it snick his jersey. As the crew chief was checking that one out, and it didn't. So Christopher steps in there as he is 1 for 2 with a strikeout in the first inning, and then he had his last time up an RBI single to right field, hitting an opposite field over there to Dumoulin. And that was able to score. Lawler is getting thrown over there was Terrell from Bice. As I can promise you, Terrell's not going anywhere, as his lead wasn't even that big, and Bice making sure he's staying there. So with Jackson Baird due up next for the Bobcats. Christopher, that inside fastball, he swings and fouls it off behind us. And the count is 1-1. Joe Christopher looking to barrel it up here and get some magic going here for Battlefield. The pitch from Bice stays upstairs on Christopher, and the count goes to 2-1. Jackson Baird, the second baseman, due up next, as he had a line out to first base, and he had a fly out to center, so he's searching for his first hit of the night. Terrell at first for the Bobcats. The pitch from Christopher, he gets jammed. This one's heading by the Battlefield bleachers, so that actually hit a fan, but on it was a nice little lob, so she's laughing it off right now, but it actually did strike Battlefield third baseman Jacob Lawler's older sister is in town, Carter Lawler. So a little funny moment there, laughing that one off with her mom next to her, accompanying her, and we're ready to roll here as the count is 2-2 to Christopher. The pitch, this one in there for a strike, and Christopher with the strikeout.
Now batting for Battlefield, the second baseman, number 4, Jackson Baird.
So as you heard it there, Jackson Baird steps in for Battlefield with now 1 away, as we'll get the outs situated. As the first one in there for a ball, and with Terrell still on first. Christopher set down for the second time on strikes tonight. He goes to 1 for 3. Meanwhile, to Baird trying to find his first base knock of the night. The pitch from Bice. This one stays off the plate, missing away. The count is 2-0. As we see on the left side, the Bruins getting some activity up in their bullpen as Terrell checked over. As the Bruins looks like a right-hander is getting loose in the pen. We could expect to see him probably next inning, or if Bice gets in trouble, as they're trying to still keep this thing within reach. And so the 2-0 coming as Baird fouls this one off. So the count goes to 2-1 with 1 gone, 1 on for Battlefield here in the bottom of the 5th. See how many viewers we got still with us here. 9 viewers. We appreciate it, guys. As we're just passing the 3-hour mark of our stream, but the first hour was during a delay. The pitch to Baird. He fouls this one off just a little late on it, catching up to it. And crank the volume up on me a little bit so you guys can just hear a little bit better. As the count is now back to even at 2-2. The pitch coming from Bice. Baird squares this one up to third. And he actually lined it out, and they're trying to get Terrell off and double him up, but it wouldn't go. So now 2 outs. Now batting for Battlefield, the center fielder, number 10, Craig Miles. The fans getting happy to see Craig up. So now quickly 2 gone for Battlefield, with Terrell still there at first. 2 gone. The count clears. Craig Miles steps in. Craig having himself a nice day, 3 for 3, with 2 singles and an RBI or a 2-run triple under his belt for tonight's action, as that one is in there for a strike. The 0-1 to Miles, and he fouls this one off over the Forest Park bench and crowd, as the count is now quickly 0-2. Miles coming around to score on both of those, the single in the first and the triple in the second, but his last time up with that base hit, he was not able to come around and score. As Bice steps off the hill, he's going to regroup, as now the activity in the bullpen is stopped for the Bruins. We could assume their guys ready to go whenever that may be. As Bice, here's the pitch, missing low in the dirt and inside. Count is 2-1. Or apologize, 1-2. The pitch. Miles late on it. He fouls it off. As on the move there was Terrell. So we'll do it again with a 1-2. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Quick score update. The Capitals, after 2 periods, lead at 4-2 to Philadelphia, outshooting the Flyers by 11, 25-14. One-two to Craig Miles as they throw over to Terrell at first, and he's in there. Bice is set. Here's the pitch. Miles again battling hard there at the plate as he's late on the heater from Bice. Due up next for the Bobcats, if we get there, it's Zach Agnos, the shortstop. A walk, an RBI single, and a fielder's choice to his stat sheet tonight. And Bice will actually be called for a box. That's a free bag for Terrell. So the 1-2 count after that balk. As the crowd just got pretty loud. Not really sure what happened, but it was at a different field. Is this one missing away? And the count is now back to 2-2. Shout out to Brett Burkhart. We got him up here to help us out from the dugout. He's going to make sure we're all good up here in the booth. A lot of things going on at once. It's Miles gets a hold of this one. This one's flying out to right. That'll chase him back. It's a one-hop to the fence. Kyle will score. Miles cruises in with a RBI double. Miles is 4 for 4 tonight, by the way. Now batting for Battlefield, the shortstop, number 14, Zach Agnos. And we're going to mound visit here from the Bruins as the lead is now 6-1. Craig Miles switches spots with Terrell. And Craig Miles having himself a day, as he's got 3 RBIs, 4 for 4 at the plate with that 2-run triple back in the second, and just now here in the bottom of the 5th, an RBI double. So if you know baseball, Miles is 1 hit shy of that cycle. He needs a home run. and he will hit for the cycle tonight. Let's see. That could be a stretch, but I don't know. He just one-hopped it to the far part of right center, which is at least 350. So we'll see what he has up. He's probably going to get to bat another time based on the way the Bobcats are moving it.
First inning, top of the fence.
So new on the hill here for the Bruins. They're going to get a guy loose. We're going to step away for just a second as the Bruins get a new guy on the hill here in the bottom of the fifth. Battlefield leads it 6-1. Hey, play music. You should do that.
Which one? All four?
Wait, you can scroll through and pick different songs. So they have it's Saman Harrell. I'm going to announce the new picture. Now pitching for the Bruins, number 7, Saman Harrell. Wait, so Zach? I'll announce Zach again. Zach was going to bat and then they didn't.
Wait, second.
Yeah, 14. I'll say it again.
Now up to the
Oh, that hurt. That's gone.
batting. Battlefield number 14.
Should I do
Zach?
Should I do the quick where it's like Zach Agnos, like I was doing, or it's like Zach Agnos? I don't know, I'll probably keep it consistent. Don't want to hit these guys too random.
Now.
Batting for the Bobcats. I'm going to do it real quick. I'm going to do it again. Now batting for Battlefield, number 14, the shortstop, Zach Agnos. Fans like that. Yeah. And we're back to bring you this with Zach Agnos leading off against the new pitcher, Saman Harrell, as Agnos will be the first to greet him here on his duty here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 gone as Harrell will pick up with a runner on second. And that's Craig Miles. That run is not Harrell's, but Agnos at the plate is. So here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss by Agnos. It's the 0-1 now with Agnos behind 0-1. Check that, we make it 0-2. So Agnos quickly behind 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Agnos just getting a piece of it. He's a little late on it as he stays alive. Up next for Battlefield, if we get there, it's Carter Cunningham, who's 0 for 3 on the night, hoping to change his line score. He's got a strikeout, a pop to second, and a fly to left. As he squared up the baseball nicely last time up, but it was just right where the left fielder was. This one misses in the dirt. His account moves to 1-2. Zach, like we mentioned earlier, having himself a night with a walk, an RBI single, and a fielder's choice that actually got him on to first as he beat out a double play possibility. The pitch from Harrell. Coming back over the plate, looked like a breaking ball, but it missed in the dirt. The count's back to even at 2. The pitch from Harrell. Inside on Agnos, and he moved his feet out of the way, but they're going to call him for a strike. As Agnos goes down on K's, and that'll be it for the bottom of the fifth. We move to the top of the sixth. The Bobcats add 1 with an RBI double from Craig Miles. It's 6-1 Bobcats here on Battlefield Sports Network. Into pitch for the Bobcats. Number 5, Matt Michelle. He came in earlier, but I missed his announcement, so I'm sure he'd be like, hey, where's my announcement? So I'll give him an announcement. Fans, we know that Matt Michelle did pitch the last half inning, but he didn't get his proper announcement like Harrell did just now, so making it up to him here in the booth as we'll take a look at who's due up here for the Bruins, who trail it by 5, 6-1. Should be James Dumoulin, the right fielder. Number 18. Is that Dumoulin? Let's see. Should be. Is that 18 there with the orange cleats? Yeah. James Dumoulin, the right fielder. All right, let me snag this. Now batting for the Bruins, the right fielder, number 18, James Dumoulin. So Dumoulin steps in. We have 10 viewers watching this one. We appreciate it, guys, as you're in here seeing the Bobcats lead the Bruins 6-1. As the first one misses, as that one got away from Benavides behind the plate. So the count goes to 1-0. Michelle getting everything set. They're over at the mound. That one missing inside from Michelle, so the count goes to even at 1. Or check that, it's actually a 2-0 count. 2-0 count. As this one's fouled off by Dumoulin at the plate, and the count moves to 2-1. Due up next for the Bruins, so you go back to the top of the order. It'll be Dominic Proctor, the pitcher, who started this one and he wouldn't finish. As fouling that one off was Dumoulin, and now the count's back to even at 2. Matt Michelle with 2 strikeouts this point out of the pen. That one just missing, and the count goes to full at 3-2. Michelle's give-off pitch, here it is. This one's chopped. As Cunningham gets over, he's going to lob it to Michelle. The quick handoff, good. Now batting for the Bruins, the third baseman, number 12, Dominic Proctor. So Proctor steps in as a ground out there from Dumoulin gets him up to plate with nobody on with 1 away. Is that one not able to be fielded by Benavides, and it's in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 to Proctor. Michelle, the pitch. This one in there for a strike. Looked a little low, but the Bobcats get the benefit of that missed call, we believe, here from the crew chief. So the count's even now at 1. Swing and a miss from Proctor, not being able to catch up to that one in the lower side of the strike zone. The count moves to 1-2. Michelle's got him right where he wants him. Matt's go-to pitch is that changeup low. Let's see if he goes right here to that same thing. Here's the pitch. And he does just that. In the dirt, Benavides able to get there. It'll be a drop third strike. And it is. The Bobcats will go to the bottom of the 6th. All over the Bruins right now, 6-1.
Second out.
Oh, check that. We jumped the gun there as we still want to go here in the inning. So that's our fault here as I read that wrong. As Michelle picks up that strikeout. His third of the night. The combined 9. As Agnos will call a mound visit. As he was motioning for Michelle and Benavides to come. As now Coach Burkhart coming out. We could have. Let's see what Coach wants to do here. Not really sure why this mound visit was made. Maybe a formation type thing here for Battlefield. Trying to get out of this inning cleanly as that's going to be the night for Matt Michelle. And they're going to motion to the bullpen. So not sure why Michelle's night's over so soon. As he was talking pain in his arm, actually. Okay, let's see. So he hands the ball off. Let's see who gets the ball here. As Michelle's done. And that's not good news for Battlefield. Maybe it was just a scenario where they just wanted him to go too. So JT McGuire, it looks like he's picking it up here for Battlefield. Out of the bullpen, Michelle finishes going with 3 strikeouts on the night. Over to make the play. I wish I would have seen what happened there, but that's okay.
Lawler or Agnes.
I think we should be back. We're trying to load it up on our screen to see if this is still going. Oh. Who's up? I don't know who's up. 16.
Now batting for the Bruins, the first baseman, number 16, Chase Stoltman.
This one's flown out to Lawler. And tracking it all the way. And it's actually Tyler Kluse over there. Third, so the Bobcats, 1 out away from a win.
Who's 11? Ben
Burhan. Burhan.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 11, Ben Burhan.